Tremendous tidings to all tenacious totals, tittering tall folk, and the rest of you troubled and twisted technomancers. Welcome to the diecast. Last time we adventured, we happened to end up on a ship that holds unfortunately cruel memories for our party. A sordid retelling of a shared dream leads the party to question the morals and motives of one Errolith Ravenwood, and whether this lucid nightmare is real, a fabrication, or something more nefarious. Another pair of mutilated corpses, a second rather larger crab, and an all too familiar crow left the party with a sour taste in their mouth and a rather viscous acid in their eyes. Speaking of eyes, once the crab-like horror had been utterly destroyed, Team Mega Badger Landshark took it upon themselves to sail towards a distant landmark of sorts, instead of leaving to go to the final room of the Contest of Champions.
We saw a shiny thing.
Yeah.
Big shiny thing.
There's a thing in the distance.
Yeah.
Must be important.
We can't not
It'd be
go.
irresponsible of us.
True. But once again, a party member has been mutilated permanently in the eye department in the form of Lilith, staring into the very heart of what could only be described as the death of a star and being altered in a way that could only be the influence of the old gods. Shall we see what she can see now?
Who's gonna be next?
Ha, it wasn't me this time.
I'm still in one bit.
How am I supposed to... How am I...
There. Just do it
I
there.
can't. I have to do this.
Be left-handed.
Hello? Doesn't work.
No. Be left-handed. Just
Okay.
do it.
I'll do it. Okay, let's go. Let's see how my notes look
So,
at the end.
are we at the point where you've just... you've, like, literally just
Yeah,
called
so...
forth the serpent god?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
so
tried
the
to
eye
get her,
is
didn't
somewhat that... like the
Oh,
pupil,
yeah.
there's like a sort of like an accretion disc that sort of almost goes like into your eye. So it really does play with the sort of visualization of the 3D space within your eye.
And we've pulled her away now.
Yeah, you've pulled her off the front of the boat, and I believe it was sort of like a oh shit, time to go moment.
Right.
But it's been a little while, so I'm not entirely convinced of that.
Okay.
So, is there any, like, safe land for us to just step off the boat?
It'd be a decent drop because the boat has sort of come to a halt
Sticking up
on the edge of like a waterfall, and then there's like platforms that do this going all down it. So.
Okay. Is there like a climb down? I guess. Is there any like? We've dropped anchor, haven't we?
It happened like automatic.
Yeah,
it
it stopped you just in time. Where as the anchor went taut, the boat is like teetering over the edge of this like abyss.
Is the anchor anywhere near the land? Like, could I go down the chain and hop?
Hang on, let me give a bit of a. So if that's the edge of the abyss thing here, the ship is sort of like.
That is a terrible
Shut
shit.
up. There.
What's
Yeah.
that voice?
Shut up.
Shut up!
Sort of hanging off. There are
I am on
platforms
it.
that stick out like this.
Right.
The
what is
water
the distance
level
we're
is
talking?
sort of like there with like waterfalls.
Yeah.
And then the anchor is doing this.
Oh.
I can see it. I can see
Yeah.
it.
So it is literally like holding you just over the edge.
What's the distance between the ship and the platform?
The
the
first
nearest one.
drop is probably about 40 to 50 feet, but is also being hit with some
I mean, you jumped
flowing
from waist,
water.
probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say
With a
you
lot
crit a
of
crab.
falling
But yeah, there's a decent amount of falling water onto this first platform, which is where it sort of starts to split away and fall between the other platforms that are all sort of
Do they
just.
look sturdy? Yeah, you so.
Oh yeah, it's like sturdy enough. They look like big, heavy
Doesn't
rock
look like
platforms.
it doesn't look like you're gonna jump on it and it'll break.
Oh no, these things are bigger than the ship. It's
Okay.
just
Yeah.
they're a good distance down to begin with, and then between each one, you know, assuming you're not jumping across the entire like chasm and you're just sort of going around the next ones down or like to the one beneath you, it is like 30 to 100 feet between any given one.
Have we talked about Lilith's eyes yet? I can't remember. Did we?
Oh yeah,
I think-
it was right at the end.
I think
Yeah.
we just literally
Yeah,
grabbed her,
as you
grabbed her
pulled
back
her
and
away,
then
I
stopped.
described the eyes, and then it was like.
That was it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So is that thing gone now? that like all the lights of it just?
Oh no, the sky
Yeah,
is
it's
still
still-
like being
it's
blasted with this
Yeah,
continuous
yeah.
like
the column.
yeah, this column of
Yeah, because you sent paprika notes. Sent paprika down.
Oh,
yeah.
Down and
yeah,
around.
and
they
then
back
backs
and-
through a
yeah.
coin
Yes.
at the pillar, which
Yeah.
caused it to go bang.
And then
Yeah, it
the
was
necklace
awesome.
started. The necklace started.
Yeah, and then you sort of
After I'd called.
automatically sort of like walked to the front of the
Yeah.
ship
Oh, yeah.
almost, and as you looked up, it like
Yeah.
seared this image into your eyes,
Because
and
I'd called Aaron and I.
Suppose now that we've like pulled you away, I'm just gonna
Which
be like,
eye
you
is
good? You
Both.
good?
Both.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
both.
both eyes.
Just like slapping you on the side of the face. It's like, you okay? You good?
Can you see okay?
I don't know.
Whoa,
Can I see
look in her
So-
eyes.
So at the moment, your vision seems pretty normal compared to what it was. Some of the colours that you're looking up at in the sky seem richer, almost as if it's been perhaps either slightly shifted into the infrared or UV ever so slightly more, whereas like you just where it was just this like bright, say like orangey yellow beam through it, you're seeing these other colours ripple through, or like on the pinky side it's starting to tip more towards like the violety side. But other than that, for now, you don't seem to notice any difference. But you guys see are completely blacked out eyeballs with just this like spinning quasar shape with like a ring of gold around the center, and then all the light that's like blasting up, creating that sort of like serpent eye shape is well, think of a colour and add a billion shades either side, and you know,
Yeah, you
it's
said it was
just
like galaxy
constant. Yeah, it's
looking-
very like there's your golds, but there's blues and greens twisting around each other. There's pinks, there's reds, just every colour actively changing all the time. Every time you look at it, it's just constantly shifting.
She's possessed. She's fucking possessed.
What was that?
What?
And I just gesture at the
Just to
column.
tower.
I bring my hammer out. What's my name?
Prick.
She's wrong. Kill her.
Also, who are you slapping, bitch?
What? You were like tranced.
I was
You
fine.
didn't look fine. You look tranced.
I don't even know what you guys are on about. Everything's fine.
Have you? Hold on. I'm just gonna like rub the metal on the hammer so it's like shiny, and then just hold it up. You see? Look at your eyes. What's going on?
There's like enough of a shine on like just one of the like rivets where you can just see like the color of them as you get really close. You can't make out like the
Shut
shape
up,
or anything,
Rob.
but you just get in the color.
Do I recognise that my eyes are different though? Like they look different to me.
Yeah. Immediately you're like,
Okay.
that's not normal.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucked
Okay.
up. It's fucked up.
What happened?
You,
Why have I got funny eyes?
You walked towards the end of the ship to stare at the thing when it started going. And like
you
no one
talked
could
to
stop
it.
you, and then you started saying something, and you stood there for a while, and I got scared, so I pulled you away.
What did you say?
And now you got fucking weird eyes.
I don't know.
You
What-
said
what
something
did I
about the
say?
serpent, and now we got this column of light.
But this was here before.
Did you all see the shop with the penny? By the way, that was really good.
That
right?
was really good.
Yeah, it was good. That's a long way.
Can we focus on the real issue here?
Sorry,
Thank
sorry.
Just gonna pat you on the back, like, well done, babes.
Thanks.
Brown
Now,
nose.
my eyes are fucked. We need to know why.
So you can see
Like the-
completely fine.
I mean,
You didn't have to do that to your eyes just for me.
she's like, should I? No. I think everything's the same. Nothing looks different. I mean,
Well, that's probably okay then, right?
no.
It's
Have
probably
you seen my
fine.
eyes?
Yeah, it's probably
Has
fine.
that-
I can do fancy stuff with this eye, so maybe you can do fancy stuff.
Yeah, but that normally means a god is involved, right? That's what
you-
happened with yours.
You just talk to your god.
I didn't talk to anyone.
Look, if you're worried about it, someone's gonna be into that, you know. So don't. It'll be
It
fine.
could be bad for business.
Nah, someone's gonna like that. So you know, if that's why you're worried, don't.
Now I am.
There's a second wobbling in the pillar, and the beam noise becomes a lot more bassy and wobbling
Does the
to the point that it starts to like make you, you know, when you get the helicopter like
Yeah.
popping pressure, it's starting to do that, and all of you start to feel like warm simultaneously.
Has her necklace calmed down?
For the most part, there's still something different about it that you can't quite tell. It's like, it's still a relatively simple black necklace, but it's one of those things where it's like, something's different, something's changed.
Are we gonna try and? Are we gonna try?
I feel strangely compelled to go down there.
It's a long way.
But
down
how are we gonna
there.
get back up?
I'm a good climber.
Guys, hang
Up
on
a
2
waterfall?
seconds. What did I say?
What did you say? I can't remember. What did she say?
You said
I'm
something
assuming I
about the
went-
great serpent.
Did I say it actively? I did, didn't I?
Said out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was it because I felt compelled to, or was it because? Do you know what I mean? Do you remember? I can't remember. I think it was just
I
me.
believe-
You
Yeah,
just
think
did it.
off
You
your own back.
spontaneously
It was
did
just
it. Yeah.
Okay. She's just gonna play it off that she didn't. She's just gonna be like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
You saw it.
I heard it.
I heard something.
It's
I can
getting
hear
to
the last changed.
it's getting to the point now where you're struggling to hear each other over this.
Is anyone
Okay,
else
tower.
home?
Well, looking at the situation we're currently in, there is a very strong current. We raised that anchor and we're going over, so we can't sail this thing out of here. We are stuck. So let's cross our fingers. The door is still downstairs, because otherwise, it's stay on the ship forever or go into the pit.
I kind of want to go into the pit.
I mean,
Well, of course
yeah,
you
same.
would want to go into the pit.
Well, I want to go into the pit.
Of course you would as well, yeah.
When we look down, is there
Baxter
anything
is
like
cool
against
like us.
the wall?
He wants to go into the pit.
Sorry?
Like, you know when you look down and you can see like the platform up against the wall, I assume, like the
Yeah,
wall of
so-
water or whatever. It
Yeah,
is.
so it is just a case of, if this is the edge of the waterfall and you guys are poking out the top, some way down there is just like a
Can you like,
angled bit
if
of
we
rock.
looked over enough, can you see if there's like different bricks or something in the wall, like a doorway looking?
make a perception check.
Oh no. Oh,
Plus, we don't even know if this is real.
As you're looking over the edge, I just jump to the platform.
Okay.
How far?
From the deck down, you're looking at about 50 feet.
Yeah,
thanks.
I'll take that.
Oh my god, guys, real Chris
Okay.
is back.
Is that better?
So what's the, it's first 10 feet of free, and then every 10 feet beyond there is a d6.
Yeah. And I haven't got slow fall yet.
That's better.
Oh, do you not? Oh
No.
god, I thought that's what you were doing.
14 I had.
Okay.
But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Scarius has decided, fuck it, I'm jumping over.
Scaris
Do you have to do any sort of acrobatics to...
it is far enough where it's like,
Yeah.
that is a fucking wing and a prayer. That is gonna be 13 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
which isn't all that much, given the fact that you just yeeted yourself into a pit.
Sounds like it's gonna hurt, regardless.
Oh yeah, like all of that damage is going like straight to your knees.
Sorry.
Basically wiped up my 10 HP.
Ouch.
Are you okay?
Yes.
You can barely hear them now, like at all. And when you shout back up, there's like nothing coming through between the waterfall and this ever increasing noise of the.
What?
Can I see it though?
Yeah, you can see him. He
Use
managed
the
to.
earring.
Basically, it wasn't very.
I can't
but-
hear you.
Am I wearing I'm wearing the other
You're
earring.
wearing the other.
Yeah.
Baxter,
Whoa! Oh, hey, I forgot about this thing.
you could totally tank this fall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see anything else?
Just more infinite blackness and more platforms leading down into it.
Is there anything
more
behind him?
platforms?
Is there a way back up?
No.
Is there
Sorry.
any like rope on the boat or
It-
something?
There's no
doesn't-
bricks or anything. This all seems to be like a natural formation.
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like a way back up.
No.
No.
Okay,
It's a
Scarus is
slick
dead. This
It's
is
all
go.
waterfall. Yeah.
Is there like any rope or anything we could like tie and drop down to the
There's
first platform?
still some rope on the rigging, but a lot of it is sort of degraded, so whether it's gonna
Yeah.
totally
Anyone's got a
hold his
hempen
weight.
rope or anything?
I'm in
What's
there.
what's the move? What's the move? Are we should we follow?
Sure.
Well, now we've got to
No,
follow.
because then we're all gonna get stuck.
Maybe we should tie
I think we're stuck anyway.
tie a rope first. Well, we do have the door, right?
Yeah.
You didn't actually check the door.
Okay, I got an idea. maybe we should.
I got rope, 50 foot.
Okay. So push comes to shove,
We
you
should-
can pull me back.
All jump down at the same time. I don't know where I'm going with this, actually. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Over.
is the door still there?
Oh, good question. I'm gonna run
Yeah,
down.
it is still there.
Yeah, it's good. Door's still there.
How many platforms is it down?
You cannot see the
Yeah,
just
it's
like
just
infinite
dark.
It
It's
just
just
keeps
spiraling
going
feel
down.
like-
further down.
I feel like if we were to jump down there and just carry on going, like we can tie the rope from the ship to the first one
Yeah, and then
and use that, but then
we're
from
stuck after
onwards
that.
we're stuck
And what if it's like the stays again?
and it just carries on forever.
Oh, yeah,
And we get so far down and can't see and can't do
then
it
we
out.
can declare another king.
King of the really big stairs.
We might loop back onto the ship.
Yeah.
Or we could just stay on the ship
Yeah.
and walk into the door.
Into the door.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something out of character because Baxter would not say this and he is not thinking this, but I am. I think if Aerolith has sent us here, if that is what it is, he could probably send us back.
But what if it's not?
But if he sent us here, like he could get us back here afterwards and we could explore it with preparation and a lot more rope.
A lot more rope.
I think we need to get Scarius back up here.
To finish
For now.
finish the contest of champions because somebody else might finish before us. And then see if
And then
we
come
can
back
get
after.
Aerolith, get us
Yeah.
back
Harris
here.
is just stood there with his
I
hands on
agree.
his hips going, shit.
But Baxter's not thinking that. Baxter is thinking,
Up,
I
yeah.
want to jump down the hole.
Yeah. Up here.
Appease!
It's getting to the point where this noise is hurting our ears.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
need to just leave.
It's making, like, you know when something is so unbelievably loud it makes your vision vibrate? Yeah, that's happening.
How does it sound like down there where you are? Is
What?
it worse?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
way
worse? Is it worse? Is it worse?
Baxter, I can't hear you.
Is it so when I look down, can I see any difference when I look into the void?
No.
Okay. We've
Okay.
made a decision. I'm just gonna throw a rope down to you. And like
I'm gonna clonk him on the head
Okay.
on the way down.
Make an athletics check just to see how long it takes you, or if you fuck it up with a nat one and fall to your death.
Oh no. Sweet. This is a nat one and die.
Do the thing. 14.
Okay, yeah. It takes a couple of minutes of, like, you know, proper, really trying to hoist yourself up. With the help of Bax at the top, also trying to give it, like, some of this shit.
Grumbling to
But-
someone. What kind of a monk can't even climb a rope?
It's just because the rope is so, like, slick with
Yeah.
gunk and you're being
Algae.
pelted by falling seawater.
Yeah.
It's like, it is a proper, like, I hate this. It's a miserable
That's
time.
gotta be
Yeah, you
grim.
get back to the top like a drowned rat.
look at you.
You proud of yourself?
I think you
Not
should be,
really.
because that was cool. That was awesome.
He could have died, Bax.
That would have been a pretty cool way to die. Why?
Let's go.
I'm gonna shake
just
my
jump
head
to the
walking away from
platform.
him.
It tilts slightly further than you expect it to because it's wet. You land there and just go, oh no, 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 no. Just, ah.
So like Abe. And then obviously
Yeah.
he falls off something.
Okay, let's get this contest finished and then.
Who even knows if this leads to the rest of the contest? Maybe down there leads to the rest of the contest.
That's so true. He's so right.
No.
He's so right. That's exactly
No.
the kind of
I'm
thing
just gonna open the door.
I'm not
that
jumping
mates
down
would
again.
do. That's exactly the kind of
As
thing.
you're in the middle of trying to make your argument, you just get shoved through the door by Lilith. Like the backup door at the bottom, and Aerolith is like, thank God I put that backup door in because I knew these idiots would jump. Like, yeah, no.
Bless you.
Wow.
That was
Little
the like
Pokemon.
gentlest sneeze you've ever had in your life.
Very demure.
Normally it's aggressive. Oh my God, I think the neighbours are gonna think I'm murdering her sneeze. She just goes, ah! Sorry, sneeze. Did you? But yeah, Bax just gets shoved through, and he's just. I assume you all just sort of begrudgingly
Yeah.
follow
I'm gonna
after him.
make Skyris go before me just in case he tries to jump off again.
I'm not going to jump.
The moment you go to walk through, you just go, peace out, bitches! Just running back up the table. And it's just like, oh, roll another character, my dude. Yeah, so you go through into
I've been
another...
falling for 30 minutes!
minutes? And the rest.
One day you'll
He's
tell
just
us
like
what's
old,
down there.
grey and dying. He's just like, I'm so hungry.
You come back and land next to him.
You just fall into the next room.
I fly through the door.
Yeah, there was one just on the floor lying there, like, it looked like a Monsters Inc. style.
I wrote for next time, just picking me out. Thank you.
Why did you pass it to me like a note in school?
Will you
my
go
friend?
to prom with me?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Take the box.
Okay,
What do
so
we
There's
see?
no.
you are outdoors.
Only yes.
Okay.
You're in the outskirts of a town, sort of between some, essentially, sort of at the end of a small ravine with some, with a river running through it, with like a little bridge, and it feels familiar enough in terms of architecture of like the buildings that you think it could be roughly in, what's it called? Wait, what did I say it was Skithric you set sail from? I think it was Skithric where you set sail. There's no giveaway emblems or heraldry or anything, but it just feels roughly in that part of the world. But enough is different in your surroundings where the sort of species of flowers and trees and stuff have seemingly evolved somewhat, and the sky is purple tinted instead of blue, and everything just seems a little uncanny valley around you when a voice sort of erupts, much like in the room with the lopping bits off you. And it says, laid out before you is a possible version of your future world. We have calculated near infinite permutations of how your actions will affect the world to come. What you see before you was the most likely outcome with a 0.88 recurring chance of happening. We know not what is in this room. We know not how this future comes to be. We are not responsible for anything that happens in this room. Get to the door. Good luck. And it just cuts dead.
Shit.
Okay, that's simple.
So we got a nice purple sky in the future. That's nice.
Why? Have we got a purple sky though?
I don't know.
I mean,
But
it's
it's
gotta be
nice.
some reason, right? Doesn't just happen all of a sudden. Haha, the sky is now purple.
Yes, there must have been big changes for the sky to change.
Where's the door? Can we see the door?
So there is a sort of where you're going up along the ravine, sort of away from the town, there's a bridge that branches off to your right at 90 degrees. And then continuing along that route, you can just about make out, it almost looks like the sort of out of bounds area where there's clearly some sort of magical haze stopping you going further with a rectangle in it. You can't necessarily make out that it's the exact sort of stone, but you know, given that it is just this magical thing with a doorway in it,
Okay.
it's obvious, and it's been made obvious enough way to go.
It's been made. Okay. That's it, right?
It can't be that simple.
It's not. It never is.
It's Aerolith. It's never going to be that simple.
He said just get to the door, good luck, so there's gonna be
Yeah,
traps.
but also, he did have the other room with the kobolds in that we didn't actually have to do anything.
The back said to kill them.
Hey, if this is the most likely future outcome,
He had to
Then-
kill them.
the most likely future outcome is that there are no bad guys left anywhere because I killed them all. So there's probably nothing here.
So what about all the good guys?
You're
Where
like
are
you're so
they?
confident you have an 8/9 chance of killing everyone.
So where are all the good guys?
Yeah, they probably
Did you
left.
kill them too?
They probably went somewhere where the sky is less purple.
Why? The sky's nice.
The more you look into it, the more unsettling it feels, and you start seeing these like almost like pock marks in the sky of darker colours.
Let's just
That doesn't seem good.
move on, I think.
Should we move on fast or should we move on slow and sneaky?
Use your weird eye and
I
have a
like
look
fast.
around.
I like fast.
Oh yeah, can't you look for traps?
I've already used
Oh
it.
no.
Oh no, wait, we had the long rest thing.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What can I do?
So it's,
I can smack things. Just do that thing again where you
with my
walk around
hammer.
just whacking things with a hammer.
trap vision activate.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't. I don't know how far that extends. It's like
Wasn't there like 90 feet or something?
Yeah.
Are there any immediate signs of life that we can see? Any rustling? Any footprints?
there's
Anything like that?
Okay, make a survival check. There is definitely a gentle breeze coming down through the ravine that is causing plant life to move in the wind.
17.
Okay. Some of the movement of the plant life is definitely not just the wind.
Okay.
The grasses seem too long and a little too tenderly,
Okay.
and the trees seem to be almost bowing to meet each other somewhat, and occasionally there is some sort of water-based life form that comes down the river that looks like it was a fish at some point in its life. Not quite as horrific as the big horrible squiddy sucker things that you saw on the ship, but yeah, some of them have sort of stunted limbs, and some of them have very humanoid facial features,
What
but are
fish?
still fish.
Is that a weird picture of the fish with like?
Like fish with a-
Yeah, every now and
no,
again, like one comes past, it's just a fish with like human teeth.
Ha!
Is there any seabirds?
Make a perception check.
Do you see birds?
now is not the time for food.
A reception.
A what?
Perception.
Perception? Perception.
Perception.
Oh god.
18. Fuck
Uh,
off, Rob.
yeah, so there are some birds up in the sort of the tops of the ravines where there's a few little branches sticking out, or little cubbies.
Hey, the seabirds made it.
They are definitely larger than they used to be, and have very. They basically are sort of like opposable thumbed hands that they're holding onto
Nope.
the branches with,
Nope.
but still have claws, but look more big cat claws than bird claws.
That's
But
not
it's like
the
a
weirdest
like a,
bird we've
yeah,
seen.
cat hand with a humanoid thumb that like holding on to shit.
Maybe we should stick to the path.
We've seen worse birds than that. That's fine. It's okay.
To be
You've
fair,
seen Ross.
you did see one that just went "Wah!" and split yourself in half.
You're also saying nope. One of your arms is like that.
My vote
Strange
that-
voice. Leave my arm alone.
that we group together real close,
It's one of the seabirds.
all together, and we stick to the path, and we gun it.
I'm fine with running.
We can see the door. There's no point trying to be sneaky. Whatever. If there's something here, it knows we're here. So I think we just gun it.
We're all pretty fast.
We just
Before
go.
we do, is there any tracks on the floor?
No, with the survival
No.
check you can't
Yeah,
see it.
something.
There's definitely been at some point, like footfall in this region, but there's no like defined track. It's just where some of the corners of the grass have been like clearly worn down with foot traffic, and there's sort of gravel areas either side of the bridge, but then some gravel on the bridge, suggesting obviously someone kicked some onto the bridge.
So
at
is
some
there like
point.
a path, or are we going to run
Yeah, it's
into
essentially-
grass?
Yeah.
It is very much like this, where it is just like a dogleg right, and then straight ahead of you once you get onto the bridge is the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's in? Who's in? Come on. Okay, and break. Right, let's go.
It really was right.
Mega Badger Shark.
Like, I've got Mega, you've got Badger, you've got Land, and you've got Shark.
Knuckle tattoos.
Yeah, Shark is
Someone
just
managed to fit Badger
SHRK.
Yeah.
I hate running.
BDGR.
I hate
Everyone
running.
puts their hands in the
Badger.
right order and it makes Mega Badger Land
You
Shark.
probably hate
Assemble the
running.
Megazord.
And I'm gonna,
I could just see you on there. Then.
I run.
yeah, I'm gonna run. I'll try and lead a group effort to stay together and
Okay.
fight.
Yeah, so I'll say that you do
Fast as fuck, boy.
very easily get
Fast
to
as
the
fuck, boy.
bridge.
Is it broken like it appears there?
No. To be fair, that is different. However, of course, I'm not gonna give it to you that easy. It's the final room after all, and this was a time that Ken had a little bit of fun, and I've been looking forward to this encounter for a fucking hot minute. So,
I haven't.
without further ado,
Scarus kills himself.
no, God is telling me horrible things.
The seabirds done it for you. You were like, nope. I don't want to live in a world with birds have thumbs.
Oh, it's not the birds. Something
Birds.
far more nefarious. Everyone, turn around and close your eyes.
Oh,
Jessica.
I'm watching. Oh my god! What is that?
You can look.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
No.
Oh baby.
Look at the cheeks on that.
A horrible
You're
Oh, it's
Richard
got
is showing.
backwards knees.
hammer-wielding
You're Richard is showing.
giant.
Show the
A
camera.
horrible hammer-wielding giant
Show the camera his arm.
drops from the very top of the ravine,
Oh, that's
just
so Elden Ring.
running jumps and slams down this hammer right in front of you at the end of the bridge.
Gotta show his cheeks.
Oh yeah, look at his butt.
Sorry.
I did.
Oh, he's caked up.
Yeah, I did
is
accident the
that
cake.
Richard?
Uh-huh.
Is that Richard?
Back from the dead.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Where
So-
did he land? Am I right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's about right. But yeah, he full blown just like, superhero landing, smashes the bridge.
Hey,
This
Max,
thing
he has
has-
a bigger hammer than
Oh,
you.
that's a real big hammer.
I freaking knew it.
This thing has no eyes.
Good to know.
But immediately locks
Is
this.
he brushing his teeth with a live lobster?
He immediately locks onto you as though he can see you. The head is situated towards you, and the hammer is posed very much like a sort of "you shall not pass" type of thing. This is like the final test. So, everyone roll initiative.
I rage.
Do we speak to it?
And you can try.
I don't think it's gonna.
I also rage.
I don't think it's in a talking mood.
Well, everyone shouted at me last time.
No! Oh, I rolled it. I fucking have initiative with advantage. That's fine. That was a natural one.
Oof.
I was gonna say
Oh, that was
kind of a reaction.
almost as bad. That was almost as
Okay,
bad.
anyone 20 or over?
Nope. Well, not me.
15 to 20? 10 to 15?
12.
11.
Oh dear.
14, 12, 11.
Come on, ready for anything. What was yours?
Fascinated by the hammer.
8.
Yeah, you're just like in awe.
So did you get 8?
8.
You're starstruck by the
You
hammer.
will all be happy to know you did beat this thing on initiative.
Hell yeah.
It rolled initiative 3.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not particularly dexterous, but also I fucking biffed it. So
Is it flesh?
it looks fleshy.
A little fleshy.
His butt looks flashy.
guy.
But it doesn't look
Can't look at
composed
it.
of other creatures. It definitely looks like just a
its
single
own thing.
thing.
So
Does
it shows his
it,
butt and you're like, damn.
does
Just-
it look any different? It's like, can I see anything different with my eyes?
Not currently.
It's got a bigger butt to you.
Yeah. Damn.
He's got a cake in the nth dimension.
We all die when it turns around because we're all like
this
so
shit
like.
jelly.
So up first is Lilith.
Oh, shit.
Didn't think about that, did you? Rolling high.
Get him with your laser
Stab him.
eyes.
My laser eyes.
Stab
yeah.
him.
Why are you near me?
Just curious if you
Laser eyes.
laser eyes.
Putting me off. Okay.
Backseat the Indian.
I'm just gonna run in and stab him. He doesn't look like he's a friend, so if I get
Okay.
He's threatening us.
Yeah.
That much
His
is
hammer's
that much is
out.
clear.
So was that guy who kicked in the balls. And you all had to call me for that.
Nobody's superhero landings for a talk.
Yeah, this thing is definitely coming to kill you. Like, you've been in enough fights to know, but also you've been against enough sort of like creatures in the wild to know that when something has been watching you, waiting for you to get to a point that it knows it's got you, and then ambushes you, you're like,
That's here for.
I just realised there's like almost goat legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
tall is he compared to us?
oh, literally category huge.
Okay, so can I go underneath his legs and like, as in,
Stab him in the gooch.
Is that just becoming a thing now? Because that's how
also-
Richard killed fucking...
Occupy the space of a
Tybalt.
creature 2 sizes larger than you. Is that
Yeah.
right?
I'm just thinking that if I go underneath him, maybe he won't be able to hit me as much. Because he won't be able to see me as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
You might feel
D&D 5e.
you might feel the vibrations
I'll allow it.
Oh, from what?
between his legs.
I'm not gonna stab. I can't stab him in the gooch. He's too high.
Stab him in the calf.
Yeah.
I was gonna go for the Achilles heel.
Get his ankle.
Nice. That's the way. That's the way.
I don't actually know which part his heel is.
Oh!
He has like 2 ankles.
This bit.
Yeah, is it that,
Bottom
like...
bit.
Is it this bit at the
Yeah,
back, or is it
'cause
this bit
I think
more
it's-
like
this
down
is,
here?
This is like all foot, isn't it? If he's articulated like
yeah.
a beast.
Yeah, I suppose
That's
so.
kind of foot, and then heel would be like here.
I mean, I'm just
It's
going.
disgusting
I'm
either
just
way.
going to stab him. Let's
Yeah, I'm
go.
really happy with how it turned out with him.
Yeah,
oh, I
what
don't
a
know if you
great
noticed as well, there is a big, horrible, gaping maw
Yeah.
in the gut. So to give a little bit of context for those at home, this creature is the size of probably like an actual like giant in the sense of, you know, a storm giant or something. The hammer is basically as long as the bridge that you're all standing on. This thing has got some poke. It all seems to be made out of some sort of brass or bronze, completely soaked in blood. He has a gaping maw in his stomach that is constantly slathering, and like there's a tongue quite tenderly hanging out, and you know every now and again is sort of licking the teeth as though getting some of the blood and sort of meat out from the teeth. His face is very much a scrotum meets an octopus, where there's just a amorphous blob on the head with these little tendrily bits at the bottom. There's not much in the sense of definition of this creature. It's just very tall and very imposing. So,
Okay.
yeah, you
Stab
are...
him.
That's enough.
You should stab him better than that.
15.
Hits.
Oh, nice.
I've got +9 on one of my daggers because it's silver.
Yeah, it's a magical one.
Of the magic.
It's magic.
Has it been an hour since we fought the crowd?
Kid, you like magic?
4.
Yes.
D6.
Gonk is sleeping.
1d4.
Oh.
Sleepy, sleepy gong.
Uh,
Sleepy
Oh,
gong.
baby.
Sleepy, sleepy gong.
1d4. 1.
Oh.
+6 is
There's
7.
nothing that would give you sneak attack either, is there?
Nope.
Should have hidden
7
first.
HP. Okay. Your next attack or action, please. So yeah, you just immediately bum rush this thing and give it a good slice in the ankle, or what you think is its ankle.
Bum rush.
He is kicked up. I did accent it. I had to. I was looking at the mini and I was like, there's not much in the way of like how I can really make some of this stuff pop. And I was just highlighting through it and I was like,
I'm gonna
oh,
make him
there's
a
way
dump
too much
truck.
butt. I was
Yeah.
like, I have highlighted the cheeks way too hard, so I'm gonna lean into it and highlight them again.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to. So if I. So I get 2 actions and 1 bonus action, right?
One action, but you can use 2 attacks for an action.
Okay, so I can get 1 more action and then I can use my bonus action.
Yep.
Okay, so let's do that. So this time, I said we're using my daggers, when yeah, okay. 20 unnatural,
Yep, it's
and then
yeah. You
24
basically hit the
plus
AC the
4.
first time. Like it's
4.
not particularly tanky, given that you know he's a big horrible flesh thing.
so I've hit it with 8 damage,
Okay.
and then I'm going to hide.
Okay. Oh, like sort of underneath it, like keep out of his line. Okay.
Use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, so you moved
I love how you're looking at us from under his legs, being like,
15, 20, 25, 30. You've got 40 feet to move, right?
Oh, I clicked off things. Oh dear. Oh no. 30 walking apparently.
Oh, 30. Okay.
But I've got.
I will leave you sort of just on the edge of that space, depending how. But basically, first of all, roll a stealth check. But secondly, depending what other people do, will sort of depend the AC of him spotting you. DC, not AC. You know what I mean? But I say spotting. He is technically blind, but that very much is a technicality.
28.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you hiding like under him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
She's
Just under
creeping.
his sack,
Like
like.
kind of like darting around so he can't see
It's
you.
like
I
my
love
dog
that.
when it runs underneath me and it's like under my tits and I can't see it. I'm like, oh fuck, there's a dog there. Step on it. That's how I feel like I'm doing with this thing.
Okay.
he can't see you because of his bum, because of his
Should
tits.
have done that
Look at
first.
his
Next up is
That was
Scarius.
a sneak attack. Should have done that first.
I know, yeah, I
I
forgot. Thanks, stuff.
send
Point out my flaws.
Paprika to be a backpack on Baxter.
Okay.
Cool.
Can be back while you run.
Yeah. And then
back.
I
Backpack.
cast Firebolt.
Fireball. Okay. Roll to hit.
What's Paprika doing?
Just chilling on
Just
your back
chilling.
as a backpack.
Yeah. Just ready to be
Ready
used
to-
as a channel.
She's gone full yoga. Yoga? Yoda.
13.
Miss.
I can be a backpack while you run.
Do you want to move at all?
You want to move at all?
Not right now.
Okay.
What's your
Right.
ribbon at all?
I will mark it as my hunt. Oh, can I? Yeah, I'm in range tonight. Hunter is my
Yeah,
mark.
that's
Yeah.
30 feet?
yeah.
Am I in 30 feet?
It's gonna use its first counter spell.
Oh, damn.
It's naughty.
And Hunter's
Well, I'll
Mark.
put those
What
back
level are you
then.
casting at?
Only
It's
one.
only ever a first, I think, on this mark.
I was gonna say you can
you can
technically cast
do
it
it
high. It
too.
just doesn't do
But
anything.
it doesn't do
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to
Oh,
check
yeah,
because otherwise
that's
it
what I
auto
mean, yeah.
does it right
Like,
when
there's
it's like level 1 and
If they're casting the counter spell at the higher level than it, then yes.
Yeah.
So it just automatically
yeah.
zap it.
Okay. That is one of its kind of. Even though that seems a bit excessive,
It's a good one to burn it on, to be fair.
Yeah, because
I
I want
basically-
the spell
I-
somehow
I-
as well.
I had like a
Yeah.
little bit of like almost like AI text where it was like the first non-cantrip spell it's just gonna blast regardless. So that's a pretty good one to burn it on. Because when you said firebolt, I thought you said fireball because I always fuck like there's just a
You
thing.
always do.
I know.
better.
Bolt.
Yeah, the first time he cast fireball and I thought he said bolt and I was like whatever. And this time he said firebolt and I was like oh that's a counter spell and I was like wait no it isn't.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and hit him with my bow then.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, with the bow or the arrows? Because normally that wouldn't be an issue, but your bow is your sword.
Yeah.
no, my arrows.
Right,
From
okay.
my bow.
Just chuck your bone.
Boy sword.
Know what you're gonna do.
Splinter.
I know he hasn't got eyes, but I'm gonna try and aim for the face to maybe disorientate him a little bit.
Are you actually going to go for like a headshot? Because if you do, you can add +2 to the AC, but then...
+2 to
Maybe.
his AC.
Yeah.
Why
but-
would I do that?
Because
Like
then if
one
you get a
thing.
direct hit in the head and you do hit it, maybe there'll be a secondary effect.
Fuck it, I'll try it.
Cool. So you're looking for 17.
21.
Hit. Okay. Roll damage.
Uh, 7, 9, 10.
10. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it definitely makes it so that Lilith's hiding attempt was successful because it is now looking over at the three of you. Like it was sort of still doing this thing lumbering around, but now you've got his attention.
I wanted to disorientate it, not fucking lock it onto me. Man.
At least now Lilith's hidden.
Get him in the gorilla.
Big sneak attack. Real sneak attack hours. That's what time it is.
Okay, can I gather my swarm?
Oh, the handbirds.
Yeah. This time though, from
They come down with thumbs, scary us like this.
They're just going like this.
Yeah.
from
Into your
your bow as you fire that first shot towards his head. The reason why it sort of caught his attention so much is because Grizzlebeak Junior, you know,
Okay.
the version that
The
you were
baby
talking
one.
to,
Less grizzle.
spawns in basically at the end of your arrow and
Moody Bell.
drives it in. So you now have access to that as your sort of swarm here.
I don't think he's earned the name Grizzlebeak yet, so he's gonna be Gizzy.
Gizzy.
Okay.
Little Gizzy.
Little
Little
Who
Giz.
Giz.
eventually becomes Grizzlebeak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Short for gazebo.
Yo, little Gizzy.
Just roll damage, yeah?
Assuming that's what you want to do, because obviously there's other stuff you can do with it.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
6.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, so Gizzy, as he sort of pops into reality in a puff of purple and feathers, goes slamming into this creature and starts... Well, it basically looks as if he's going to go and start pecking her at the eyes, and then he's like, wait a minute, this thing doesn't have eyes. So he's just sort of, you know, head-butting him, essentially. Second shot?
Yeah. Ooh. 17.
Hits. Roll damage. And after this, Bax is up.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Nice.
And
Do you want to move?
yeah, can I just move so we're not so much in a clump?
Where do you want to move? Forward, backwards, left, right?
Oh, there's water inside me.
You can move that way.
Bridge.
Or just like along this little...
Yeah. Oh, well, I put me under range.
No.
You can also jump in the water.
I don't want to jump in the water, Rob.
It's only water.
Go about there, is it?
There's weird fish in there.
Yeah. There's weird
100%
fish in there.
fun
Something
fish
could
in
like.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
they might
definitely
leg
fun
off.
fishing.
And ironically, the fish might finger you.
Oh.
Not weird fish.
Get fish fingered down in the ravine. They have hands.
They have hams.
Why are you looking at me like, how rude?
It's absolutely fucking foul.
I forgot about
Wait,
that.
what? I just said taff is literally fucking foul. I was like, that's a bit hard.
Hey! I mean,
Wait, why did you answer as Bax?
my
I mean, I'm
self-esteem
glad
is
someone
already
said
low.
Okay, yeah, Bax, you are up.
Okay, I'm like looking at this thing and just start like shaking, gritting my
Hammer
teeth,
envy.
and just run in and go, "No one gets a bigger hammer than me!" And I'm gonna rage.
Brilliant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna kind of go here, running in, activating the storm aura as I rage as I run in.
Cool.
Garrus hides the giant hammer that he's been making.
That was an amazing commitment to the bit.
And storm aura is gonna go off. So could he make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. 12.
So he's gonna take 5 lightning damage.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, it like basically as he starts to bring this hammer around, this lightning basically arcs from your hammer into his and into his hands, and you can see that, like, you know when you get electrocuted and your muscles just go for a moment. There is that. Fuck.
Cool. Then I'm gonna swing in, and I'm gonna try and like jump up and swing and see if I can hit his hands.
Okay, cool.
It's just not for any mechanical reason.
Yeah,
I
just for
wanna, I'm like,
rule
fuck
of
you,
cool.
we're trying to make it drop the hammer. That was natural 18.
Cool. Yeah, hits.
For what's that? 26, 27, 26. Okay, need another d6. All right, let's go. Ooh, okay, we got 7, 13, 15 damage on the first hit.
Jesus.
That is right.
Okay.
Isn't it? At this point, I haven't We haven't. Did we level up? I can't remember. Did we level up? Yeah, no, it's still that. Yeah, 15 damage. And then I'm going around for my second swing. Which is a 15 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay, cool. Second swing. Coming in for 9, 10, 11, 16 damage
Oof.
on the second hit.
Heck.
So just like come down and like hit it in the knee. Then
Yeah, as you hit it, like, straight in the kneecap with this big fucking mallet thing, there is a really low warbling coming from it, as though it is almost shouting out in pain, but clearly doesn't have a proper facial mouth to use the chords with. Yeah, so it's just like...
last 10 feet, I'm going to jump onto the wall here.
Okay.
And kind of like just run along next to it, so staying in its range.
Yeah.
We're kind of just arcing around the opposite side to Lilith to try and keep its attention away from her.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
Okay, so now is the giant's turn. Let's have a look here, shall we, lads?
He's not a giant. His name is Cakebat. Mr. Cakebat.
Cake butt.
Yeah. I've literally written down Cakebat. Thing
Cakebat.
equals Cakebat.
Okay. For its action, it is going to... It's going to use its one-time staggering smite on Bax.
Nice.
Come on! He's about to poke you in the brain, Sunshine.
You ain't got no brain.
So-
He's safe.
Yeah, fair.
Basically, no action made.
Okay, so wisdom save.
Oh no, wisdom save, damn.
Oh god, no.
Oh no, there's like a whole extra bit of gubbins here. I just need to find the.
Oh, nice little bit of
Okay,
gubbins.
so that's gonna. Oof. Okay. That is going to be a 30 to hit.
Yeah, I think that is, yeah. That's a good hit, yeah.
Yep.
Good lord.
Oh no.
So first of all, I have to keep scrolling because what I've done, I've screenshot the spells that he's got and put them on like the next page. So I'm like,
Go on, big guy. Go on. Oh shit!
yeah, there's just that moment of I regret helping. I think a candle's blown out or something.
No, we just
It
lit one.
smells smoky.
We lit it.
Oh right, smells like it's just blown out. Okay, so there's gonna be that, and then there's gonna be that. Sorry, I have to get more dice.
What flavour is it?
It is
Flavour?
the Black Mage
I
candle
always do
from,
that, don't I?
from Game
Ah,
2.
yes. I love when companies name candles after seemingly irrelevant things like Black Mage, or when it's like sweat and leather. It's like, what? That's not a real smell though, is it? Properly.
It's,
No,
the
it's a
notes
flavour.
are
I really-
singed spices and smoky saffron. There we go. It does
Ah.
say.
That's an intro for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do really like the.
Yes,
I
the
love
was
Game 2's candles. They're
Last
awesome.
sessions with. Okay, so back you take. That is going to be. How much
I'm not
bonus?
looking forward to this.
21 bludgeoning damage,
Cool. Okay.
followed by
21.
14 psychic damage.
21?
Oh,
said
psychic
one,
damage. That's the kicker.
Did
Okay,
I?
so
21.
I reduce the bludgeoning damage,
Yeah,
which is almost wipe me out of 10 HP, and then 14 psychic.
14 psychic.
14 psychic, which
And
I
you
do
need
not
to
reduce.
make a wisdom save for me,
Oh
please.
dear, I'm not good at those. Oh, 19!
Oh shit! Yeah, you're good.
Yes, okay.
There's hope for us all.
You're glad that you did that because it was a staggering smite. You
Oh,
wouldn't have.
dear.
You'd have had disadvantage on attacks and abilities. Couldn't have taken reactions up until the end of your next turn. So yeah,
gosh, okay.
you saved that one.
That's a
Fine.
nasty one.
That was this one charge of staggering smite though. But there's just this moment where you were trying to. You're just sort of like, hey, over here! You've just like bashed him in the knee. And it is just spun round, and as the hammer is coming towards you, and you have that moment of, Oh dear God, what have I done? The hammer starts glowing and it's just that
no.
as it hits you. Just slaps back square in the forehead.
Dunk.
Just
Does the wall get crumbled at all by that?
You know what? I'm gonna say, instead of doing that, make a dex save. Because he was swiping at you instead of
okay,
crushing.
Cool. I get advantage on dex saves. Hold on.
Let's see if you can
D20s.
maintain your balance. It's gonna be tough.
17.
Ooh. I was thinking 18, so I'm gonna say it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
But you do get pushed over this way.
Cool.
Because if you failed that would have just been a boom,
Yeah.
like baseball
Like a
into
fucking
a stump.
baseball.
Yeah, just into a tree. He's just sat there like horns buried into the bark. Okay.
Okay, we good.
It doesn't know that Lilith is still underneath it. So, in an attempt to close the gap, it is basically just going to ignore Lilith and stay right there. You do get an attack of opportunity though.
Oh, can't even get to it. Oh shit.
So what do I do for
Where's
that?
Briley?
Just a regular
Okay.
dagger attack.
Just one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My,
Be a single melee weapon
I didn't
attack.
want us all in.
Use the good dagger.
14.
Miss by one.
Was that with the plus from the good dagger as well? Damn. Shame. Alas.
That is unfortunate.
Mind you, you were hidden from it.
I was. So do I get
Oh yeah, you
it?
should have been
Rolled it
attacking with advantage.
Yeah,
True.
Oh, there we are.
that's better.
Okay.
Yeah. 21. 21. It is 21.
Yep. Hit.
Right.
We rolled too many of them, seriously.
Yeah, there has been a. I feel
It's
like there's been a
disproportionate.
disproportionate amount of
it
21s.
ages me.
However, I
10.
feel
Sneak attacking.
10 damage. I feel like that's just like a biased way because we have our attention brought to it every time.
What we should do is just do it for every number.
Yeah,
You were
just a
sneak attacking.
different voice.
You were sneak attacking.
24.
Why?
You were sneak attacking. You were hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Roll
your
I
sneak
can
attack
use my
damage.
sneak
it's
attack
one
damage as
because
well.
you get to do it, apply it to one
Once per
attack
turn.
within like a
Yes.
round.
Yeah, so I can do my.
So yeah, you.
So I do an extra 4.
It's one
D6.
attack per turn, and this is his turn, so that counts as a new instance.
Yeah.
I was actually looking this up literally the other day before something in another game.
Because you've
But
just
yeah.
been a bastard little rogue killing shit over the time.
There's like an absolute maximum of twice in a whole round because it's your turn and your reaction, but there's no other times you could do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fucking.
So basically, you can do it on his turn and your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can do it now.
Yeah.
It's deliberately worded as once in a turn, which
Yeah.
is cool.
Oh. I was just like, huh? What? What? Why are you still speaking at me?
Hit him more!
Yeah.
Damage him more!
So 46. Oh fuck.
Nice, good roll.
10. 17.
Damn. Okay. I'm just thinking, if it's once per turn, if I'm hasted so I have 2 actions, and I use it then,
Yeah,
and then I hold my action till later.
and use it as a reaction. Yes, that's allowed.
Oh, but you have to use it as a
You gotta-
reaction,
yeah,
don't
to
you?
hold your
Yeah.
action,
so
you
use
use
it
your
all
reaction
as a
for the
reaction.
trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
What?
Bored.
What about?
I can see you.
Well, don't look.
But I'm just letting
No
know.
cheating. Honestly, at this
Not
point,
cheating.
it doesn't even matter.
Look at me. I'm trying to be like, a good player and then I get held off for it.
Telled off.
Telled off.
I
You're
pretend
getting
I do
told
not
off
see
all the
it.
time, you are.
I know.
You naughty. Telled off.
Okay. Next
You be told
up,
off.
Lilith is back up to you anyway.
You
So
Click.
Yeah. I'm gonna run back into where I was.
we'll like tuck up under it.
Yeah.
Stab him straight to
Hello.
the punch again.
And then we'll go again.
Okay.
Okay. No. That was a natural one.
No.
Oh wait,
Okay.
haven't I got advantage because I'm behind him?
So you don't get advantage.
No, you do get a
but
plus
you
2.
You would get.
But it's
sneak
still an
attack
at 1
because he's
anyway.
within 5 feet of an enemy.
So
but no,
roll
it's
a
not
regular d20.
No, thank you.
If I was closer, you'd have the...
15. No, I don't like it.
15. Okay. Nothing bad happens. Like you just whiff.
Okay, and then go again with my other one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. 20 unnatural. And then
So you
4, 8 damage.
You'd get a sneak attack on this.
And now get my sneak attack.
Because because Skyris is close.
So
5
8.
feet.
And then 10, 13, 14. 8 plus 14, whatever that is.
I just realised I forgot to make a second attack
Haha.
because I used Stagger and
Right, so-
Smite.
Yeah.
It threw me off.
And
That's my bad.
Chucky.
We'll leave it. Carry on.
8 plus 14 is 22.
I love that when
damage.
we cock up, we're like, please DM, let me redo things. You're like, unlucky son.
So I've used my 2, my 2 attacks.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna hide again.
Okay.
Ha. Yay.
You do get 2 bonus actions, remember, so you
Yeah.
could bonus attack
so I can
and
bonus
hide.
attack now. So I can attack but without the plus, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Or you could hide if you
So I can do both.
want. You can't, can you?
Can she do what?
You could.
Yeah, you
attack,
got
then
2
hide.
bonus actions. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can use your first bonus action to do your bonus attack
Yeah.
and then hide.
And then the second one you can hide with. Yeah.
So I've got plus 2 because I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flanking,
So
yeah.
5, 7, 16.
Hits.
Oh my god, my brain. My brain just went no.
So you can't hide now. Remember,
Why?
because you used one.
Why did I use?
Oh,
that?
she had 2 attacks.
2 attacks
Oh no,
per
no,
action.
you don't
Yeah,
get it per
yeah.
action though, do you? Because you're a rogue.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So
confused
ignore that
me.
last attack.
Yeah.
That was my
yeah.
bad.
If you
Okay.
want, if you want to hide, do
I'm
the
gonna
hide.
hide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll
yep,
you.
do the hide. Do a stealth roll.
Ooh.
27.
Okay, cool.
Sneak.
Scarios. This thing
Um,
has just come like striding towards you.
Okay. This changes things slightly. I
Cry.
When angels deserve to die.
yeah. I reverse grip the horn of the mother and just try and stab him in the foot.
Okay.
Nice.
Cruel.
Regret lighting that candle. I think it's got too hot for you now.
Would I get a +2 because
Yes.
So blow out the candle.
Yes.
20?
Hits.
Oh, 23.
It's harder.
It's even harder.
Get him.
That is 7 piercing damage,
Nice.
and then I will. Flurry of blows. Come on then.
Cool.
Go, go, go.
I always want to call it flob because flurry
Flob.
of blows, but you wouldn't take into account the L. It would just be fob. But flob is just
Flob's
cooler.
way better.
Yeah, flob.
Good old flob.
Flob. It'd be capital
Flob
F,
him.
small L,
Yeah,
O-B, flob.
yeah, flob him.
2.
Oh, that reminds me of Connor's character.
Bob.
Bob.
Oh,
Bob the flob.
Both
He
hit.
was a monk.
Ah, that's good.
was-
Cool.
Flop bob.
So that is.
I've always loved the concept of flurry of blows, like nesting them, so you get like the
Each flurry is another flurry.
yeah.
12 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Going for his knees.
Oh, the bludgeoning to the knees is just mean. I'm fed up of whacking my knee on shit all the time. Like my knees are
I
gonna
drop his knee to
be,
test his
gonna
reflexes.
be dust by the time I'm 30. Right. Is that you? Are you gonna reposition at all?
No.
Danger.
Okay, Bryleaf, you're up.
Go on.
Okay.
Go on. Do it.
I'm gonna try and Hunter's Mark him again.
Okay, this time it succeeds. Dunk.
He's got a little necklace.
Okay,
He was
that
so
worked.
happy with that.
That worked too well. Just
I hope you can see that on the camera. That's really funny.
it does look pretty good.
He needs a powdered wig now.
Then he needs a rough on a rough. Someone needs to stack an additional thing on him.
I'm gonna
Is
try
that two roughs, that is?
an arrow to the knee.
An arrow to the knee, okay. Everyone's going for his knees, poor bastard.
I'm going for his
Shouldn't be so
Achilles
tall, should
heels.
he?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh! Sick!
Nice.
Let's go.
What do I do?
Roll your damage die.
And
Okay.
then just multiply the die.
Oh,
Right, so what do you roll on it?
1.
Roll that, round that up to 4 on their multiplier, so it's double it, sorry. So you've got 8 on that die.
Right.
Now roll your
Hunter's mark.
Hunter's Mark die.
5.
Doubles to 10, so it's 18.
18.
And double your bird dice.
Okay.
Die.
1.
So that goes up to 3 and then up to 6, so 24. Now add your
Nice.
damage bonus.
My damage bonus.
Like plus what?
Oh, plus 3.
Okay, 27 piercing damage.
Banging.
Nice.
Go on.
Is that better?
That doesn't work.
Damn it. I tried.
More than anything, just the syllabic pattern of it.
Yeah,
like-
it's not right.
I tried
Yeah,
to make the numbers work.
But yeah, you give it a thought of, you see everyone whacking him in the knee, and there's just the, I'll do the same. And as it looks like it's about to drop low into the shin, Gizzy flies just up underneath it to like push the arrow up enough to like, so it sort of skips and hits him in the knee.
He
but as
wanted
it
to be an
right,
adventurer.
yeah, like right under the, was it the meniscus? So right in the soft fleshy bit just under the gristle.
Oh, brilliant.
That was the crit. Just the fact that it was a regular shot, but it just hit him in a really fucking annoying part. So, roll second attack.
Get him! My hunter's mark is up now, though,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
But yeah, take that.
It
that's fine.
counts! Oh, you're concentrating now as well.
23.
Hit. Roll damage.
I'm not doing it again. Everybody shouted at me.
Everyone tells on
But you
him.
guys are
Everybody
ripping
clapped
through this
on
health
me.
bar. I know he didn't have a hell of a lot of AC, but like you're ripping the
5,
health
6,
bar.
7, 8.
Good. Stupid
8.
fucking flesh.
Do I do hunter's
Bitch.
mark again?
I think it's each hit, or is it once per turn?
I don't know what
fair enough.
I always
I
forget.
I always forget this.
With his cake.
Listing.
I want to say it's once per.
I think it's
Turn?
once per turn
All
when
I
you hit a
can
creature with a.
hear in
Yeah.
my head is the lyrics from a song
I got
which
it.
say, "This shit jelly, it ain't jam."
Until the spell ends, whenever it's hit with a weapon attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Roll
each
the
time.
d6.
6.
6. Jesus. That was a lot of damage. When you said about jelly and jam, then, has anyone been advertised that t-shirt with a picture of like a frog in a Georgian outfit with a dueling pistol and it says strawberry jams but my Glock doesn't?
That's good.
I want that shirt so bad. Okay, any
We're so
movement?
broken.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what I said. Like
Backs.
Okay. I'm just like getting up from being smashed to one side, brushing myself off, like. I'm just gonna run back in.
Slap him right in the ass.
1, 2,
Bury a hammer
3,
between his
4,
cheeks.
5, 6, 7.
Luckily,
Just get
he's
in
very
there.
much like a Ken doll in the front.
We calling that a flank?
My theory.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
theory.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
but he's
plus,
not
what
our
we do,
friend.
plus 2, isn't it? With the
It's a
flank?
different.
Okay, let's
It's not
go.
the
Like the
same.
bonnet of a Porsche.
26
That's the same.
to hit.
26.
It's better than 27.
That is.
But,
12 damage on the first hit.
bludgeoning in the booty hole.
I'm just swinging up, boom, and as it hits, I want to let off the lightning aura.
Right in the piles.
Ah,
If he could
dude,
make a
shocking him
dexterity.
in the booty hole is wrong. That is a 9.
It's only 1 damage, 1 lightning damage.
Yeah, but it's in the booty
Oh, I forgot
hole.
about the extra damage from the extra lightning damage from the thing. So you should have taken 2 extra lightning damage last time,
He's already dead.
and 1 extra this time from that hit
Oh yeah, because of the
plate, the spell. And then second swing for a 25 to hit.
hits.
And that is 7, 8, 9, 14 bludgeoning damage, and an extra 1 lightning damage on top.
Hell,
I think that's as
you
far
guys have
as
done so much damage.
movement would let me go, so I'm going to maintain that flank with Scarius, and I'm going to hold there, and that's me.
Okay. So he is within the threshold. So first of all, he's going to use his bonus action.
To flee.
No, to Misty Step.
Oh shit! A giant with Misty Step.
Oh man.
Oof.
Just go to the door.
We could.
Run for the door.
Sorry, Bryleaf.
Oh, backside running at this point. He's got a point to prove.
He's going to use the last standing
Take off for you.
telekinesis to move Briarleaf.
Oh shit.
Oh, I got telekinesis.
Telekinesis, Kyle.
You gotta go in the
bastard of
water.
a
You haven't
spell.
got telekinesis.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got the... No, I'm on about the spell
Oh.
telekinesis.
Yeah.
You've got the one that's like, I can push you 5 feet. This guy's like, I can fucking throw you across the universe.
He's quite rude, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, by the way,
Communicate.
this
That's
being
it.
the final room is a white room. The final room is a white room.
Okay.
You can tell because there's like a little like jewel above the door, plus the ones that you go in that are physically like black or white are like physically black and white.
And the room is white.
Thanks, Rob.
It's a town, Rob. Shut your face.
You don't have a microphone for a reason.
That's surprisingly harsh.
Sorry, Rob.
I'm looking for a mic.
Sorry, Rob.
Refrain from grabbing your mic.
I want you at WrestleMania.
Okay, Jess, make a strength check for me.
Who is Jess?
Briarleaf, make a strength check for me.
No.
A strength check.
It specifies strength check.
How do I do that? Do I do a saving throw or just
no,
a check?
it'd be
Just
just
check.
your strength
So just
modifier.
strength.
Well, I said, how do I do that? And no one answered me, so.
You didn't give anyone a chance.
This is
Fucking
true.
hell, lad.
How do I do that? Do I do this? Like,
Fine, no one answered me. I'm gonna do this.
Jess is on.
Oh!
uh,
4.
Oh.
Oh no, you were being thrown.
being checked.
It can hold you in the air and restrain you if it wishes, but what I'm gonna have it
Oh, is
do...
it like a puppy when they do this and you put them in a jail?
Don't think it's like
no,
that.
it's not quite like a jail. He is going to throw you at Lilith and Bax, and you're just going to tumble through them. So I need you two to make I'm going to no, you two make strength saves. You are just going to take damage because you failed it to begin with. Ooh.
Motherfucker.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage as you go smashing through these plebs.
Oh, it's not on
22.
Okay, you will take half, so you take
That's it, isn't it?
7 down to 4.
Was that
That one?
7 down to 4 before my resistance?
No, that was included.
Cool,
so it
that's
was
fine.
14 down to 7 down
Right,
to 4.
cool.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage as Bryleaf smashes into you, and you go prone because of that one.
Ouch.
Balls.
Yeah, you just sort of end up somewhere over there. Lilith is like, as she looks up, she's like in the shadow of this giant, like, hey, I'm gonna get him. He teleports away, and then she's like, the fuck? Bang, Bryleaf. She's like, ah!
Just turning towards him just to be
Yeah,
with
hit by a
fox.
flying ranger woman. You manage just to, like, basically she absorbs so much of the blow that when Bryleaf hits
just
you,
like-
there's just like a, ow, my knee.
Just crazy.
Oh, I should've-
Yeah.
And yeah, I should have had advantage on that because it was a strength saving throw. But I,
Okay, yeah, you succeeded anyway.
I just remembered. Yeah, I just dig my heels into the fucking brick.
just straight up to
And
the
just
wall,
like-
like, ah.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. It is going to. It was. Hang on. It's got a. Oh, yeah, you are all within like a. Fucking 10 by 10. So 5 foot radius sort of thing.
do that as well as casting telekinesis?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit!
Because it is on its very last
Ooh.
legs.
Ooh.
That is going to be a 17 to hit the 3 of you.
Okay.
So who does that hit and who
That
doesn't?
just hits my AC.
Hits
It
me
hits
as
me.
well.
Hits all of us.
Okay, it doesn't hit you, Chris. It only hits these
Oh,
3.
gotcha.
As what essentially he does is after he throws Briarleaf, is picks up this hammer, swings it around his head a few times, and just hucks it up into the air. Well, more like this sort of movement, and it just comes spiraling
Oh,
down, and like
nice.
as it hits the floor, there's like a on the bridge. So it is going to hit each of you for that is 18. No, sorry, 24 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
To the 4 of you. So obviously you go down to 12.
12.
And he puts his hand out and teleports it back, and he's ready to go. And
That's my
it'll-
trick.
It'll be
Back to
this time though. It literally just goes
Oh, it
sort
doesn't
of like Thor Mjolnir. Like you can
Yeah.
physically hear the warping as it goes and slaps into his
mine looks
hand.
cooler.
Can I can't use my uncanny dodge there, can I?
Yes.
I can see him.
It was him doing a roll to hit, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Rather than a saving throw.
Technically you can't see him because you're prone behind a wall.
Yeah, you are like.
You're like
I mean, he's still
Right,
fucking
four.
tall.
yeah, but the hammer did come out of the blue.
Okay.
It just sort of like falls onto
Okay.
you. I've never seen a hammer. I don't know. That's a weird rule.
I mean, you were the DM.
I'm gonna say this one time, if you didn't get knocked prone, I would say by all means, because you could see over the wall, but you were knocked like sort of down under the height of the wall. So
I
this thing
reckon
would
you
have
could
just
still see his
flattened it.
cheeks from behind.
Yeah.
I can hear him anyway. They're clapping.
Blinded.
He's running towards us, just. Back up to Lilith.
Kill him.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get up.
Yep. Okay, that's half your move.
That's your advice every time, innit?
Kill him.
Smack his dick.
How far away can I
You've got
get
one.
towards him?
You've got half your movement,
doesn't
so you can now
I've got
go
15.
5,
Smooth
10,
like the bottom of a
15.
Porsche.
Oh.
Get there.
I can
That's
dash
not
though.
True. You can bonus
Yeah,
action
bonus
dash.
action
Ken should have made one out of green steps. You missed an opportunity.
Okay, well,
What?
fuck it. She's gonna die.
Wait, what should I have green stuffed?
It's Willy.
Oh, just a massive giant
yeah.
dong. That was
Right
pretty
then.
funny. It's just like as you go to run under him, it's just. Ah. that wasn't even on camera. I was too high. I did this. Oh.
Nice.
20 something.
Yeah, hits.
I can't even add anymore. My brain is like,
Oh, just go smash with a massive fucking hammer.
10,
10
Oh, you
damage.
should have made a concentration check for your
and
hunter's
then
mark.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. If you make a concentration save
Should be
for your
12 DC.
14.
Oh, was it 28?
Oh, it's half,
Half-
is it?
it's half the damage, or-
Yeah.
Oh, how much damage did you succeed the thing?
Huh?
How much damage did you take? I've forgotten.
Oh, hang on. You first of all you took the 14 from being thrown, so you need
But
to
I
roll.
didn't have hunters. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
so
so,
that
you
would
need
be
to roll
DC
above a
10.
10
I had 16.
or 10 or above. Yeah. Okay. Now the second roll will have to be above a 12.
14.
Yep. Okay. You're still concentrating.
So I've
You've
flung
just got
you there
yeeted.
and I'm still concentrating.
Fair
I
play.
tumbled into you
knock me over.
Yeah, you've knocked both of them, like smashed into two of them,
and I'm still
had a
like,
hammer
"Oh,
yeeted
hunter's
at you,
mark."
and you're like, no, I'm gonna hit him for that extra little bit of oof. Okay.
Okay, so that was 10, and then I'll do my
yeah.
sneak attack. Can I do my sneak attack?
No.
Fuck. Just realised. I'd already rolled. Okay,
You got one more bonus action.
I'm
You-
gonna.
Why do you do it? From where you were, you could
Yeah, you've moved 20 feet.
bonus
So you've got
action
10
disengage
feet.
to
Yeah.
get a few squares away from.
Find the camera down.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Should I just move it?
No.
How
Shall I
dare you.
do the thing I'm already doing? You can pan it from the. That's it.
You can tilt this bit.
How's that?
Rob, you're spoiling the illusion.
But now we can't see what's the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, but you can't see. You guys see the.
Well, I think the
Don't look a
main
little
focus
bit.
should have been the stuff that was the other side of the bridge.
Okay,
That
I-
boulder specifically.
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. So bonus action disengage. You got 10 feet left, so you can go 5,
Nice.
10.
I mean, at least I'm sort of away.
Alright.
It hasn't really come up yet, but he is a giant with a very big hammer, so he does have a little bit of reach.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you would have been smacked if you had not just disengaged.
Yeah.
So he's on a 15 by 15 base, and he's got a 10-foot minimum weapon. So that is a, being a 25-foot square of influence is pretty brutal. Then we've got Scarios.
How's he looking?
There's blood. I say blood. Ichor pouring out of him from several new orifices. Orifice.
Is he
If we're
looking
going on
like?
the Greece? No, geese plural. I couldn't say geese.
Is it looking like he's gonna drop at any minute, or is it more like he's?
It looks like he's definitely gonna drop very soon. Shall we say?
Okay.
Like I said, he had a good slug of health, but you guys have just melted it because you do silly bastard damage.
Silly Baxter damage.
Yeah.
You say that like you didn't crit a
Yeah,
single
you didn't
arrow for like
crit.
Yeah, but
fucking
crit
30.
is like a once in a time thing, and it bet
No, I know, but
Baxter's
it's
every
still
turn.
you're still pumping out like 40 damage and arrows a turn.
I chuck a firebolt at him.
Okay. You know what? Just don't despite. No, I was gonna say despite he counter spells you, but no.
Yeah,
you go on,
imagine.
go for it.
Count the spell and I cantrip, like.
It's like fuck you. I'm going down anyway, you dickhead.
Brute guy.
Ugh.
He's a nasty man. He's got werewolf legs, but not a werewolf body. He's a naked werewolf.
15?
Hits.
Oh,
Just hit. That's his
is
AC.
AC, yeah.
right. Nice.
Because, like I said, non-dexterous and fleshy.
Oh.
And just quite big, honestly. Like, you've got a lot of surface area to slap.
That's 17 fire damage.
Oof. Fucking hell. That's a cool idea. A separate AC for ranged and melee because of the shape of a creature. Because he's very long, thin legs, it would be harder to hit those than, like, center of mass a range shot. I'll have to fuck with that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll do that at some point.
Don't fuck with it. Just leave it. Leave everything
Is he-
alone.
I will change the rules until we are no longer playing D&D. Continue.
We will be playing the Powerpuff Girls RPG.
I thought you were going to say Power Rangers. I was like, yeah, because that's a fucking great game.
Let me just back up a bit.
Just scooch the boot. Are we going that way or across the bridge?
Across the bridge.
5, 10, 15.
Let's say my whole movement.
20,
40.
25, 30, 35, 40. You think, I'll back up a little bit, runs the entire length of the bridge
Yeah,
away
like
from
in
the
my
creature.
head, I'm like, I'm just gonna back up a bit, but what you see is just
It just looks like you're running away.
Step of the wind!
He looks
I
like
mean,
he's got a floaty
You do
arm.
have a bonus action, so...
yeah. I'm keeping my key points.
You can step of the wind even further. Okay,
Just
Briley.
run through the door. I'm out.
Bye guys! Assuming, like, you run into her, assuming it's gonna be fine, but obviously, like, clearly somehow linked to this thing. So you just, like, bang, knock yourself out. And by the time you come round, you're just in the, like, back at the city, and Bax is like, are you okay, bud? We don't have facing in this game, it's fine. Okay.
Probably still.
Yeah, because it's, what, 60 to 120?
I'm sorry.
Something?
I got long legs.
They're easily within
I nearly
60.
telled on you then.
Wait, what's the range on the bow that you've got equipped?
150.
Oh yeah, you fucking go for it.
He does look like he's got a floaty around his neck.
Mm.
Doesn't he?
It's because he might go in the water.
He
I
might
thought
go
so.
swimming.
He might drown. He might, be able to
So-
swim in there.
Like armband.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
he's got
use.
just a,
With his hammer still,
just a
he's
thing
got a big
around his
inflatable
neck,
one.
like the little rubber ringies.
Yeah.
How long is a minute?
10 rounds.
60.
Shut your face, Robert.
wearing it.
Right?
10 rounds. You well
T-shirt
in
saying,
your
If
concentration.
found, return to Margaret.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to shift.
Okay.
Because that gives me 10 temp HP.
Sick. Forgot that I gave you temp HP.
Oh, 70.
70, yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
And then I will try and hit him with my arrow.
Yeah, so you've just been yeeted unceremoniously into your allies and then had a hammer dropped on you. So
And
as
this
you
mark is still on, isn't it? Because I
Yeah.
saved it.
and as you pop up, there's just that moment of primal fury that boils to the surface as your teeth sort of sharpen and your grin widens, your eyes narrow, your brow furls as you're like
I don't
lining
think
up
I've
the
shifted
shot.
next to Bax before. Just
Yeah,
looking at him
there's
like,
just like that primal growling coming from you, and just a slight unnerving to all around who have not really witnessed
I was
this.
gonna say,
We'll
none
have
of
to put you
us
in
have seen
jail.
you shit.
I don't
I've
think.
done it once.
Yeah.
Perhaps
yeah.
we'll have to put her in jail.
No!
Like a fucking
Oh,
Wolverine.
not 20.
Ooh!
Oh, another
Yo.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Right.
That's never happened to me before.
2-in-1 combat. That's
Noise! Get him!
Right, roll your d8.
Get him in the floaty! Pop it!
2.
Up to 4, double 8.
Okay.
Roll your your hunter's mark d6.
6.
Fucking hell. Okay,
Wow.
double to 12, so that's 20. And your bird d6.
5.
Double to 10, 30. Plus your bonus.
3.
33 damage.
Yes.
Noise.
Go on.
How do you want to kill him?
Yeah!
Pop his floaty!
So you do just get that moment of like anger, and then just loosing a shot as the bird sort of is ready to do as you command. How would you like to kill him?
Spoil his perfect butt.
Just a shot right between the cheeks, and it just goes
Oh my god, yeah.
as it's like spinning round, swiping at your allies. You just like line up a shot of his booty hole.
Oh, just
Killed
up
someone.
there and then out the mouth.
Oh god,
I saw a
the
cartoon.
belly mouth.
Yeah.
I saw a cartoon where someone got shot in the bum and they died. So yeah.
What
Okay.
cartoon was it?
As she's lining it up
SpongeBob.
and seeing the opening pass, she is Obi-Wan. Use the force.
Yeah, the bird is just like now.
Oh, poor
Guides
Gizzy.
it in. You go to like shoot it, and yeah, Gizzy is just like guiding this arrow. It starts like spinning around. This thing becomes like fucking turbocharged, starts glowing with this aura that the bird has got.
Hell yeah.
And then at last minute, the bird pulls away and is like, nope. As this thing punctures a new butthole inside the other butthole. But I want you to all make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
shit.
Sorry, intelligence saving throw. I read the wrong one.
Oh shit.
Intelligence saving throw as this thing goes down.
Why though?
Oh, 12.
12.
7.
Uh-oh.
It's very fitting for you though.
Yeah, it is.
14.
9.
Fucking hell, guys. Cass is the only one that actually succeeds. The rest of you, as its death knell,
Death metal.
lets out this horrific psychic blast out of it.
Fuck.
For 18 damage, half to 9 for Cass. For Lilith, sorry. But also, on 3d8, I rolled 666.
Oh no way. Yeah.
Fucking whoa! I just took a brain blast, but it felt cool. Something intrinsically satanic. Well, they do say D&D is satanic, so yeah, after that,
The tieflings have felt
fucking
like
conservatives of America.
Aw.
But yeah, you take there's just a physical, you can physically see this, almost looks like a shockwave, but just a ripple through the air that as it hits you is just sending a searing, crushing burn to your brain. And like to the point the three of you drop to the floor with ringing ears, and it's like burning. Lilith just manages to sort of go,
Do I have to roll for paprika?
oh yeah, you do. Probably should have when being smashed around as well, shouldn't you? Whoops.
Oh, yeah, paprika's on me.
Oh, paprika rolls a natural 20.
Yeah, is Paprika immune to psychic? Because it's
Oh
a
yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
construct.
Yeah.
Die. Just that moment of flip. Yeah, you guys
Paprika
bring down
pretends
the.
to also take the pain out of solidarity.
Yeah, Bax goes and falls to the floor, and then Paprika's like.
Hey, Bax. Is he still there?
No,
Not
as he,
you.
as he,
As
he's
he's still
falling
in.
to the
Yeah,
ground
this
now,
thing.
so-
Yeah, it sort of. Let's take that. It does
Oh, no, it's
just.
floating.
It drops to one knee first, and that's when it lets out this like psychic scream, and then basically falls to the point where, as the hammer comes down, it basically traps Lilith in this like little, almost
nice.
like headlock, where she's like standing in the elbow ditch.
Before my rage like wears off, standing back up from this like psychic thing where I was grabbing in my head, I'm just running towards it like and just grabbing its hammer and pulling it.
It isn't
Like,
a
it's mine!
Oh, it
It's
isn't.
mine!
Okay, then it would be 9 psychic damage.
Oh no.
I was gonna say Paprika doesn't have 9.
Paprika had 8 hit points.
Eesh.
It drops the ruby.
Rip.
Pick up a ruby.
Paprika.
Yeah, at least I can just pick it up.
Yeah. Is that the second time that that's happened now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to Paprika 3.0. It's like we're going to have to name it after a different spice. I think this one's cursed.
Oregano.
So yeah, as you go to rip the hammer from its cold, dead hands, make a strength check for me.
Okay, with advantage because I'm raging.
Oh, no little sped this week, Ben. A little sped.
Straight strength, 21.
21. Okay.
21.
You manage to take it from his hand, and there is a moment where you're like lifting her above your head, and you can see your knees starting to go, your elbows are panicking, like you just straight up.
And then my rage would drop because I'm not like attacking anything.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
taking
as the
any
rage
damage.
drops, it's just the moment where it like. You just think you got it steady, and you start going backwards.
Shit, and it just like falls straight back, like doom.
Yeah, this thing is now
Like I've just
Far
like,
too
power
heavy.
lifted something and then fallen over. Just lying on
Yeah.
the ground like it's too big. It's too big, and just roll out from underneath it. It's I don't want it anyway. It's just kind of
It looks like a rubbish hammer.
I know this stupid hammer kicks it.
It
It's like
looks rubbish. I mean, it's got our blood on it.
It doesn't
You don't
suit
want
you
that.
anyway.
He's got my bloody
Nah.
tail around him.
It's true.
I'd never give up my girl. Just like pat the hammer, my hammer.
to put it into context as well, you're at 26 strength as base, so
That's
like
nice.
Has it got anything on it?
it is completely naked by the hammer.
Ugh.
Like I said, it's got like a Ken doll crotch. There's
I
no
don't like it. I really don't like
eldritch
it.
giant dong. But
I don't like that it's a naked werewolf without a head.
Creepy guy.
it's got a head. It just has no face.
No, but no creepy werewolf head.
I see.
You've
Right.
seen-
Before we go any further, I suggest we have a little break.
Let's do it.
Be right back. Hello, welcome back.
Hi.
Before the break, we slaughtered a caked up giant. Don't know how else to put that, honestly.
Buns of steel.
Yeah. They're sort of staring at me.
It's making me
Jealous.
uncomfortable.
Damn, I need to
You know
do
what?
squats.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna turn him around. Now you guys can stare at the cake. So, yes, you slaughtered the giant. Bax attempted to prove that he was a bigger, stronger man than the giant, and nearly
The
folded
actual
himself in
giant.
twain. Yeah. There was no loot specific to the giant because he was a big, naked, horrible monster with nothing but the hammer. So technically, you could loot the hammer if you could move it around and carry it.
Could we all carry it?
I lifted it. I
Can we all
got
pick
it
it up?
above my head. That was enough.
Door?
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think the average strength is high enough, honestly.
I don't think it's worth it anyway. It's just the old.
It's just a
Like
lot of
hammer.
bronze.
Yeah.
Or whatever
I
it
just
is.
kicked the hammer once. Be like,
Oblivious to the fight that just happened, Gonk just yawns.
Oh, sleepy baby.
Where the fuck were you?
Are we running for it?
Yeah.
Because
Sure.
that thing might come back to life like the skeletons did, and that would be shit. So
Very, very good.
okay,
Yes.
door.
Door.
That would be particularly cruel of me to just have a second drop.
Kill the snail. Where's the snail?
Run. Okay,
Uh,
I'm gonna start legging it for the door.
Yeah.
them out.
The after the giant dies, and now that you've sort of turned back and you see it, there is a an actual door as opposed to just like a hole in that weird sort of mirage sort of outdoor wall.
That's
So, yeah.
pronounced Courage.
Garage.
And yeah, you as you sort of barrel through the door, you just pop out the other side of the chessboard back in the real world.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Good job, guys.
Facing the crowd, and immediately there's a huge eruption of cheer and laughter and celebration and stalling for different music and pick a different one. I still want to get that. I'll do.
Yay.
Yeah, the band sparks up as you come through. I don't mean like sparks up. The grunger with them.
I immediately look down to see if my arm is
jazz
back.
band.
No, still fucked. Still gross.
I'm looking around to see if
Your
anyone
still
else seems
missing.
to have emerged, or do we look to be the first?
Oh, he won!
No, you. From what you can tell, this side of the arena, you are the first ones to come out.
Okay. I'm showboating instantly then. As soon as I see that, I'm like hammer in the air, like, yeah!
the crowd
Look at
starts.
your fucking champions!
You get a portal appear in front of you. Aerolith pops out and he's like, "Do you wanna come on now?"
Shout with excitement.
Fuck you! No, he's like, "Do you wanna come up to the podium?"
Oh, yeah.
So he just walks back through the portal.
I'm just like,
What you realise though is there was a little bit of a misunderstanding of sort of the winners, where there's not strictly like a whoever left the thing first. Because first of all, you weren't the first ones to leave. The team of dwarves that are sort of the Ninja Turtle hybrids, they made it out, but there's only 2 of them. But Aerolith begins to explain to you that it's basically based on an internal point system that would be far too difficult to explain, otherwise it might just blow your mind. Basically, it's just got like a background algorithm, this sort of like performance criteria if you meet these certain like sort of things, and the fact that the 4 of you made it through, only 1 of you went down in the arena. You completed puzzles within a reasonable time. You took slightly too long on the kobold one, which was a negative point against you.
Did I get points for this?
Aerolith is like, what?
And what about this?
And this?
I'm in one piece, so, you know.
He's like,
He's also the king
Up
No.
the stairs.
of the stairs.
I would keep that sort of talk on the down low.
What, being king of the stairs?
Is
No,
heresy?
just being, well, it's more treasonous than anything, but the king is not too far away. He will be,
Well, I'm not king of here, I'm king of the stairs. That's somewhere
any
else.
sort of king, any rival to his power. I suggest you, keep that for outside the walls.
Secret king of the stairs.
Secret king. Correct.
Cool. I'm undercover. He's just gonna like back up a little bit.
But yes, what on, you know what? We shall sit down after this tournament with a hot cup of herbal tea and
I don't know
discuss
if I want
this.
to. You might have been you.
I assure you, I have nothing to do with it.
Who won?
I mean, the finalists are yet to fully be collated, so I shall let you know very shortly. So please, showboat a little, enjoy the expensive wines, and
I enjoy the expensive ones.
Yeah, everyone.
exactly. Oh, okay, more wine, please.
Carafe.
Everybody, like,
Several more crates of wine, please.
we want at least a bottle each. Now.
Yeah,
And sit
yep.
down cross-legged on the floor, start putting paprika back together.
Just fucking again, dude. Come on.
I'm walking around just like
Stupid giant psychic blast.
swinging the mall and just
Yeah,
looking at
the
it
crowd
and
is.
thinking it could be bigger.
So basically, this like sort of podium, you're essentially hovering above the center of the chessboard. It's quite a large platform with a big glass viewing platform in the very center of this square, where you can obviously look directly down onto the chessboard, and you can see almost like projections of what's going on in the other rooms, and you can see that some of them are having a really bad time. Like, some of them, it's like, oh, we have way worse rooms than that, come on, and then you look over and there's someone being literally like pulled apart by horses, and you're like, oh. Okay, at least my arm came back, you know? He's fucked. And you see Chadwick in one of the screen projections, last alive in his
Oh,
little
God.
platoon,
He's found
currently,
the
What's
you know
wrong with that?
Absolutely decking a penguin.
What's wrong with the scene? Okay.
Lovecraft would be proud. That guy hated penguins for seemingly no reason. But yeah, you know the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where Captain Jack is running away from the natives of the island down the beach? That's essentially Chadwick currently just fucking cheesing it away from like this horde of angry locals. Whatever he's done, they are not happy.
He wasn't even supposed to fight them. They were.
Yeah, they were just like locals to an actual town.
I always still got pants.
You've got like underwear. Your pantaloons are gone.
Shame.
Didn't they burn off? or
Yeah,
something?
they got like blasted off. There was like a glass puzzle, and then there was falling out the sky or something, like parachuting, and you like lost your trousers. I can't remember the exact ins and outs. That's going to be in a previous episode. But yeah, you've lost your cool pantaloons, your big puffy Francis Drake shorts. But you do still luckily have your underwear, so you're not hanging dong on a big screen. But yeah, there are servants coming and go. I say servants, actual staff, but those in service of the champions coming. What?
Sorry, there was a smudge on my screen, but it was a fly. So when I went to move it, it flew.
It was
and
a
hit.
fly.
Oh right, I
smudge.
see.
A bug.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you guys are basically being pampered
What, like
with
full,
food.
like,
Yeah.
actual caps, you want?
Cheese platters, fruit bowls, you know, baked goods, muffins, croissants, you name it. Like,
So can we count this as a rest?
yes, at least a short rest.
Okay.
So I'm looking
Yes.
pretty bad.
Let's do a little short rest there. Let's do a little. Couple of D12 there.
But yeah, you guys are lording it over the peasants currently up on this floating platform, being treated like royalty.
An 8.
Or at least what the average royalty would be treated like, because of course Cathard takes everything to level 11. But yeah, you can see Aerolith going back and forth through some portals, bringing up a few more stragglers. Only one other team you've seen so far has got everyone that's survived, but they are burnt and cut and bleeding and mutilated, but all 4 of them made it. It doesn't look like they're going to score particularly high because of the sort of damage they've sustained, shall we say. Regardless of the fact that some of you have swapped limbs and are missing a tail.
I want to try and like, kind of subtly as Bax is likely to do, corner Aerolith
No.
Okay.
at some point.
so
While,
yeah.
like while he's watching, not like corner him, like
Yeah.
okay, I'm just gonna kind of like uncomfortably.
Yeah, so there's a
Close.
moment where he comes through one of the portals, and it's one of his sort of 5 minutes to actually stand watch over this thing happening below him. What?
Sorry, I just rolled all my dice, but
I
that's
did
not
on
what I
mine
rolled.
as well, sorry.
And yeah, you just get that really uncomfortable sidle up to him where you're like
Yeah.
right in his ear and go, "Hey,
Yeah.
hello, Baxter.
What's going on? You okay?
Oh, you give me quite the start.
I'm guessing this is all pretty stressful for you, all this, having to organize all of this and then.
A little, yes.
Yeah.
I am quite lucky in that the league, whatever you want to call them, the people that normally run these events, you know, they do most of the actual organization and the heavy lifting stuff. I just sort of
sounds very interesting. So
design
what
the
was
majority.
what was with the crab?
the what?
The crab on the ship, and the obelisk. What was that? What was that?
Oh,
What was all that?
hold on. And he goes into his bag and he pulls out a book and he turns to like this sort of chart where clearly it's just like a, you know, grid where he's marked them, and he's like, I don't suppose you mean the crab folk that you had to go fishing on the behalf of?
No, it wasn't that. There was a big nasty crab. We were on a boat, and it was the Patrician's Dream. It was the same boat that we came to the city on, like last week.
I've heard of this vessel. No, that.
Don't you like control everything that goes on in there? Isn't that like all your thing?
room was that?
It was a Scarius.
Second to last.
7th room, which would have been a black one, which if I'm not mistaken.
actually, Scaris, come over here. And I'm just like backing you over. And then I want to kind of position us so that we're like intimidatingly cornering him in.
Now this is something that I truly must investigate. This should not have happened, and I do not understand how it did.
But don't you...
And then he sort of like eyes up a few of the staff members, and you know the like sort of Norwegian sounding happy fellow at the start, he's walking around as well, and he just really like fucking daggers him, and he's like, someone has been tampering with my design, and I am not okay with that.
Is there someone who I gotta speak to? Someone who isn't you?
Perhaps soon I shall investigate this, and if I believe that you can be of service, I shall let you know. I shall inform you anyway, because that should not have happened.
I assume this shouldn't have happened either.
Oh, this?
It's just gonna like...
Yes, like I said, I believe we should properly sit down and discuss all of this over perhaps a herbal tea after the ceremony, only because there is a lot currently going on, as you can see, and I really do not, unfortunately, have the time to sit here discussing all of the ins and outs of the competition, but I will leave you with this. No, that should not have happened. And no, that should not have happened. And no, that should not...
She did that to
should have
herself.
happened. I did that to myself.
Oh.
Because this happened.
Box has still got Briley's tail around his neck.
I do.
How macabre.
Can you reattach it?
I don't want it.
I am not a physician, but perhaps we...
We can sew it on your trousers.
That's quite insulting.
Why?
I've got a cool design for you anyway.
It's fine. You
Either way,
can
I
keep
really
it.
must go. I shall see you at the medal sort of ceremony. See you soon. And then as he disappears, we'll just say that it sort of lasts another 30 to 40 minutes waiting for people.
No,
And-
no.
Did I get a read from him whether he was maybe lying?
Make an insight check.
Oh, where'd that go? 11.
In that 30 minutes, I'm probably about 3 glasses of wine deep.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, can we not? We all not just getting pissed doing shots.
He's got that sort of nervous paranoia about him, almost that slightly too neurodiverse for his own good honesty that comes through. That doesn't feel like there's a filter on him at all.
Okay.
Like you could see the worry and the panic and like all the emotion going through his eyes. So you trust him enough from prior experience that you seem to be on the level.
Okay.
Yeah, the wine's pretty strong.
Any good?
Yeah,
Which is nice.
yeah. This is from the palace's personal reserves.
Nice.
Erlith managed to wrangle a few bottles. So although it's not the top of the top, it's definitely of a good vintage, old enough where it's like this could well be the oldest wine that some of you have ever had, but not to the point where it's like millions a bottle or whatever. But this is a good few hundred gold a bottle.
I get paprika put back together in general, but obviously not functional, and then I put it in my bag.
Okay. the further you get into the wine, the more like slightly lopsided certain bits become.
and I realize this, and I'm like, no, don't engineer while drunk.
Okay, I think Erlith is... I think he's on the level.
We're on a podium
As on
and
the
the
level
people are
as you
under
can
us,
be.
isn't he?
I think he
And they.
really didn't do any of that stuff.
No, I don't think he would think to do things like that.
Which means either there is somebody on the staff or on his crew who are maybe got something to... That didn't make word sense. Who are maybe have got something to do with the Elder Gods.
That's where your nose is
and all
bleeding.
that. Yeah, maybe. Or it was something even bigger. Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe.
This goes all the way to the top. But yeah, to answer your question, people are below you, not directly below, but like the ring is physically below.
As like they're all drinking wine, Bryleaf doesn't really drink, so she's just gonna sip it. But she's gonna keep an eye out for anyone that I don't know, looks weird in the crowd, like just looks like they shouldn't be there.
As
Culty.
weird as us.
Yeah, culty.
Yeah, okay.
Little fish folk.
As opposed to just like the local crackhead who
No.
managed to, you know, sort of
Climb a wall to
yeah,
get
climb
in,
a
'cause
wall,
you can
bribe
get
his
a
way a
ticket.
ticket.
I couldn't think of the word culty, so whoever said that, thank you.
Yeah, roll a perception check for me, please.
That is D12.
You're doing a click.
Sorry.
Oh, it's alright.
22.
22? Okay. Till the
Stealthy.
point where the sort of ceremony begins to sort out everything with the winner's prize pool, you don't get a read from anyone in the crowd that you can spot. You definitely see some weird shit going on, like some shady, underhanded gambling or
Yes.
drug passing back and forth. And honestly, some just like generally weird, but not specifically illegal stuff, like a pair of furbolgs up in the very top back getting frisky, hiding behind a bench, and a very large man drop a large pretzel and then get down on all fours and eat it off the floor. But nothing that stands out as being, you know, culty, just fucking weird.
Is there anyone that I would think could potentially be watching me from Pleasure Palace?
Ooh.
No, it's too far away.
Can't move. It's true. They can't.
So, the sort of heads of the Pleasure Palace may well come and watch. Some of the lower down workers may well actually be participating. None that would strictly recognize you. Perhaps, what was his name? Scrap could be in the crowd, but you don't see anything.
Okay.
But there is just that, just under the surface anxiety of, ooh, I'm a little bit exposed.
Yeah.
But yeah, as
Pull him away.
the last people start coming through the portal, Chadwick included, in his pants, covered in what can only be described
In somebody
as,
else's pants.
what can only be described as slightly alkali, viscous spit from a large creature that smells somewhat ammonia-y. So it's
Piss
not great. Not much better or much worse than what he normally smells like, but you know, he is alive, the only one on the squad.
When he arrives, I'm like, did you kill your team?
No,
Did you piss
you
yourself?
can't prove it. Yes.
Yeah, you look down and there genuinely is on his tighty whities a very large stain. That is definitely pee. But yeah, some of the teams just straight up don't make it. There are probably just less than half of the people who started that actually made it out. Oh, sorry, I should say just less than half the teams made it out.
Oh.
Even less than that.
So are they actually dead?
In
Like, are
terms of
they?
people. Oh yeah, dead.
Oh, they dead.
Real dead.
They
Dead.
dead as hell. They're not coming back.
Mm-mm. No, they're more likely to be in hell.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm talking dead. And there are people that have lost limbs.
Seeing how many people are coming out, like, or how few people are coming out, I'm kind of like, I feel like, is the prize worth this?
There's a prize.
No.
This is, it's kind of crazy.
What is the price?
Ticket to the thing.
Oh.
One.
And as you do ask that and you specify, Erelith sort of puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, oh, I assure you it's far better than that. Right, everyone, come on. And opens up quite a large portal to the sort of northern, not corner obviously because it's a ring, but to the northern edge of the arena where there is a separate podium set up, sort of like the royal box was, where there was that platform that jutted out above the crowd. And Erlith steps forward and says, after a little bit of calculation, and this is all being like, you know, echoed and amplified throughout the arena. After some calculation, we have determined the top 3 teams. The third team is, and then he looks down and sort of can't read what's written in front of him because it's just looks like it's been sort of clawed on with crayon, and he just turns to Chadwick and goes, him. Though his team did perish in rather suspicious circumstances in some cases, the first few rooms were undertaken rather quickly, and Chadwick here has not lost any bits. Though he did piss him, perhaps we should have deducted. I didn't take into account piss in my algorithm. Next year we shall account for piss.
Hey, you can't lose points for piss. What's a bit of piss?
Yeah, but piss, shit, and
What's a
sick,
bit of
maybe.
piss, you know, among friends?
Like if someone shits themselves and then is sick because of something, then maybe.
Alas, matters not. Like the crowd is murmuring, basically along the lines of what you were just murmuring. Your team would have been in receipt of 500 gold, but considering you're the only one left, 500 gold goes to you, my friend.
Fuck off,
The
Chadwick.
second
The rest of the
placing
gold is not
team.
on us.
You nerd!
The second placing team is the I can't remember what I called them. Basically the Ninja Turtle dwarves,
Yeah.
the rat-trained dwarven men, who will win 2,000 gold. But of course, 2 of them unfortunately didn't make it, so that's 1,000 gold each. And now, of course, we all knew it was going to happen.
Come on.
Team Landshark Mega Badger first with.
You said it wrong.
Sorry, what?
Mega Badger Land Shark.
He reads it again. Oh shit! Mega Badger Landshark. Stupid name.
Whoa! Yes, us!
Please step forward. No, what would have been great is if it wasn't read wrong. It was just a completely different team.
I chest bump. Bastard.
I'm gonna chest bump you.
In the
Fine.
receipt of 5,000 gold between them.
That's a lot of gold.
Between the 5 of us.
That's a lot
Yes.
of gold. That's pushing Chadwick's face away.
And of course, tickets to the Prince's name day celebrations.
Damn.
I now hand you back to my associate to wrap up the celebrations. And as he's saying that, like, you get given like these little sort of I would say medals, but they're sort of more just ribbons than anything that go around the neck. There's no actual like hanging thing off them, but you each get one that has a green stripe on the outside, then a white stripe, and then it seems to be team color, so you have like a black and pink stripe
nice.
in the middle.
That's like at least 100 gold each, right?
At least.
Wow.
We did so good, guys. I'm proud of us. Thank you.
The associate steps forward and he goes, Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this year's great celebration of the Contest of Champions. We hope you enjoyed the Ereleth Ravenwood edition here in the city of Kairut.
I want
And
to whisper to Scarius while this guy's talking.
Yeah.
Just be like, Erelith was staring daggers at this guy while I was asking him about the crab.
Okay.
This was the guy, wasn't it? It was this dude.
Yeah.
So. And then just kind of like lean back and let him.
Just So, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope the king, King Cathard of Kairut City, is. There's that moment where it is like a full-on like
Was that you
like,
forgetting or
sweat.
him forgetting?
No, him forgetting. There's like the sweat dripping down his head, and he's like, shit. Like, don't notice. And then he looks across the royal box, and Cathard isn't there, and he's like, oh. But we hope you all enjoyed, and will enjoy the rest of your week. And before you can finish, there's a colossal, and I mean colossal, subterranean blast that completely shakes the foundations of the arena, knocking people over, staggering this guy towards the edge of the platform. And as a second larger boom goes off, subterranean again, he actually staggers off this platform and just like crumples his neck and just dies down in the front. People are falling over in the arena. This is, hang on, too upbeat.
No, even more upbeat. Come on.
Oh, it's this one. Hang on, I can't stick this. That one might work. That was one move. Hang on.
That sounds like
That was a
the frag grenade in Halo.
Yeah, I think it is. It is. But there is complete panic. There is chaos in the crowd as they begin to run, not understanding what that noise was or where the source of this noise was. It felt all encompassing because of the fact it felt like it was in the ground. There is immediate horror in Erlith's eyes as he creates a portal to go and find the king and keep him safe. It sounds like the first explosion came from relatively nearby underground, but the second one, though it was louder, was under the palace direction, but was even bigger. So clearly, well, it was even louder even though it was further away, so clearly a bigger explosion. But what seemed peculiar is that there was though the initial blast was not only felt but heard, that you could clearly make out an echo, but underground. As though it exploded in a large open area, but specifically underground. So the second and third and fourth sort of what you thought were smaller explosions turned out to just be, you could clearly hear an echo
just
getting
around the chamber.
Yeah.
The prison and stuff was underneath the castle, wasn't it?
Have we been given our
It's
goals?
fucking Terry.
Currently not.
Oh shit!
Oh, right.
I
Okay.
have.
Terry.
No, you haven't.
Ah!
It's Terry.
I'll put that
Where
back
did you say
then.
the first one came from?
Nearby, more or
Okay.
less under the arena.
Yeah, and then the second one.
The second one came far close to the palace, almost like directly under the pillar.
I want to look around off this podium now. Is there any signs of has the ground broken?
There are definite sort of sagging areas that haven't fully caved or cracked.
And is there any violence going on? Has anyone
can't
jumped
make out-
out and started stabbing people or something like that?
You can't make out any violence. You can, or at least purposeful. You
Yeah.
can definitely make out people getting crushed in the crowd,
Yeah.
where everyone is in even more of a panic than the previous event that went tits to the sky. But Erlith pops back through a portal and he's like, I've not forgotten about you. Come along, everyone. Everyone in. And he's like ushering everyone off the platform.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was just like, shit, the king. And then he's like, oh, everyone's up there. Hold on.
Yeah.
So he ushers everyone through the portal. Assuming that each of you go through, you are down near the dock, almost close to where you guys, where you specifically blasted yourself into the water. Just like a sort of dead end of the dock that he knew would be empty, so you could just get everyone out. And you can see now from where you're standing, up along the hill towards the palace, like sort of right on the edge, there is a sort of plume of dust and smoke around the base of the physical rock formations, almost as if they got blasted. So there's no specific fire coming from within the palace, but there's just an unsettled dust cloud lingering above the sea then.
push through everyone who's come through this portal with us to Erelith. Be like, what? Do you know what's going on?
I hesitate to say, but I believe you may have been right. At least, that's what I'm thinking about the whole mana battery thing.
No.
I have not heard an explosion quite like that. I've heard conventional explosives, quite large ones, I might add. I've even heard magical ones, but there's something raw about those explosions, something far more nefarious.
Do you think they're magical?
I believe so.
Okay.
I have some instruments at my tower that may help, but a powerful wizard heading towards a crime scene where there may well have been a large magical explosion looks rather suspicious, would you say?
I mean, you're like a close servant of the king, right? That's...
I don't believe you understand how paranoid this mad old bastard is.
Do you think it could be something to do with the children? Is this the same campaign?
Yes.
Yeah. Briley was just like, nose pissing out with blood.
Experience.
If you can't go, send us in.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
We'll go.
Huh. It's not a bad idea. Although, you would be around my tower on your own, and there's a lot of powerful stuff that could... Oh, bugger it, let's all
How
go.
close is the tower to
And
the
then he just goes...
explosion?
and whips his hand up, and as you say explosion, you're in the tower, and you're like, oh, okay. Sorry. Ooh, that one made me dizzy. I've used too many portals today. All day, back and forth on that platform. Good lord. He just sort of like plonks himself down in a chair. He's like,
Okay, no time for sitting. Come on.
yes. To my... Which lab would it be? Carries it to that way. he teleports up and he goes, come on, and runs through a door.
Ain't no fair.
And he just like leaves you down in the foyer.
It's not
Even
like-
though he was like, I don't want to leave you in the tower on your own. He's just buggered off in the wind.
Run, dash,
Yeah.
dash, dash.
Yeah, so you're like running up all these fucking stairs, one tier at a time. You're like, is it this door? Is it this door? Is it the floor above or below? Where'd he go? But he's like, come along! And you can just about make out the
Yeah.
voice. And you find him sort of hunched over a chest, like flinging things over the back of his head, like, you know, tools pinging off each of you, smacking off the walls, and he's like, it's in here somewhere, I know it is. And then he goes, ha-ha! And basically holds up what is essentially dowsing rods. And he's like, I can't remember how these work. Whoa, how these work. I probably shouldn't. I'm too magic. And he keeps
give
going
me,
to like
give
point
me.
him. Yeah, you hold it, and he like slowly points towards like Scarius, and then Lilith, and then Briarleaf.
It was you guys. You
Not
guys did
quite
this.
back to you, but it manages to just like settle as like a parallel thing, and he's like, I'm probably going to be tampering with that. It's sort of like trying to find a drop of water in the ocean. You're gonna find many. So I'm going to leave, teleport.
Erelith.
Yeah, sorry. This has been a terrible day.
What if it is the children?
You're right. What if it is? Well, they may not be children anymore.
I hope
Oh.
Lona's okay.
Lola.
Lola? No,
Yeah.
that's her name.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Lona.
From.
Oh.
You mean Kezra's friend?
Lona's character.
Huh? Oh!
Lenora.
Lenora. Right. I thought you meant Lola as in Kezra's
Yeah.
new friend.
No, Lenora.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because she
of
took
course.
one of the children.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
How do we get to where the explosion was?
Uh,
Roughly.
well, it seemed to come from down. So. Find some.
Stairs.
Is
Okay.
there an exit downstairs? in
Okay,
this?
I can do that.
No, you remember I said that technically we're not actually on the island of Kairut, but sort of are. But then, like, if you physically leave
But
the
can-
tower.
Okay,
you're
well,
not-
get us
Well,
out
can you
then.
summon a portal
Come
or
on.
something?
Come on.
Yes. clicks again. This time the door opens like under your feet, and you get that moment, you know, in the Portal games where you drop through and then like flip back.
Yeah.
Like as you all go through feet first up into the world, you sort of all go whoop, boop, land on your feet.
That was weird.
I hate this man.
Wait, what was we doing again?
I'm holding out these dowsing rods.
Yeah. So these things are spinning like fuck. You've been teleported just outside of, sort of between where the palace and the arena is, away from the throng where they all seem to be running down the hill, away from the palace. You've been moved towards the hill, and these things are going crazy where you're not even getting like a clear read. It's trying to just point in every which direction.
Okay, well this is no help.
So what do they do?
I think they
They,
just point to
they
magic,
should
right?
find magic energy.
Is our magical instrument? Is our magical items doing anything?
Minor ripples where like it's mostly looking for like the biggest source in the area.
So he's
which-
giving.
No, I mean like, are they doing anything in terms of like glowing or?
Oh, I see.
moving
Not in
or-
response to the thing, but
Are
just
we
in
anywhere
response to
near the
explosion.
palace?
You're not far from like sort of.
Which
5-10 minute
explosion
run.
are we going to be running towards? Is it the one?
There's towers
Probably
closest
the
to the palace, isn't
Probably
it?
the palace, because we were in the arena.
And that was the biggest one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the arena one sort of came just
Before and it
down
was
the
smaller.
hill, yeah, and was smaller, and the one up the hill right under the palace was.
So did Aerolith say
Huge.
what he wanted us to do?
I
with
start
these?
running towards the palace.
Okay, bye, Scarus. So did
I'm
Aerolith
going with him as
say?
well.
And I'm just gonna like stop in my tracks
Just
and
like
go,
holding
okay.
out the dowsing rods.
I assume they
Fuck
want us
me,
to
Mary.
find the battery, and if there is potentially a battery
In a festival full of magic goers.
underground underneath the palace.
Mm.
I'm telling you now out of characters, Terry.
Which one was Terry?
The mad
This
Terry.
big mad Terry
Oh.
in
The mud guy.
the yeah.
Mad Terry.
He's down in the jail when he like hang upside down or whatever.
Of course.
Strapped to the wall.
By his butt cheeks.
Limpet on.
Okay,
That could be worse. Could be a hook.
we'll follow him. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Is the dowsing rod starting to get any focus?
Slightly, sort of. They're still swinging, but they're staying in the front half. It seems to have.
Oh, it's those kind of dowsing rods with
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hold them and
Yeah,
then
like-
the single dowsing
No.
rod.
Yeah, no,
ones.
it's like they seem to be ignoring the explosion behind you now as you're getting towards this one.
Yeah.
As you approach the source of whatever this is, you all start getting a warmth in the pit of your stomach, similar to the big, blast from the obelisk, and you get a slight nausea and dizziness the closer you get. Think very much along the lines of sort of like radiation, like early signs of radiation poisoning vibes, but obviously some sort of magical.
So just being around
Effect.
Chadwick for like 5 minutes.
yeah.
It's not going to cause you to like melt like radiation would, but it is starting to make you sort of your vision blur, your
Yeah.
head
uncomfortable.
to like the closer you get as well to the palace, it's becoming more and more noticeable.
can Lilith, there's a vision going blurry as well.
Not as. So it would be hard for you to know if like compared to each other, but like out of character, yours isn't quite as blurry. It does seem to be keeping focus just that extra bit more.
Are you guys feeling this?
Yeah, it's a little like woozy, you know? Let's keep moving.
Yeah,
and
so
just
you-
gonna keep like
You make it to the
quickly walking, I guess, rather
the
than
sort of
running.
outskirts of the palace region then, where there are guards that are trying to control the flow of people going in and out, because it is all out chaos. The streets are flooded with people just sprinting away. Guards trying to, more than anything, keep people where they are, in the sense of like, oh, don't go anywhere, it's just something that went a little bit
it's
wrong, like
alright.
yeah, spend all your money with us and enjoy the revelry, and like things as normal sort of vibe. But as you push through the crowd, you realize that you're not being stopped from entering the palace. They're just sort of encouraging people to continue having fun. There's no outright checkpoint in place because a lot of them seem to be running to the aid of the royal family, so there are fewer and fewer guards on the street as time goes on. And assuming that you were heading towards the dungeon area that you were in before.
Yeah. I've got a pretty good memory of what a dungeon guard would look like. I disguise self
Nice.
to look like just give myself the uniform more than anything.
Staying as a the tiefling.
Yeah.
Same holes, everything.
Yeah. Apart from the arm looks normal now. And the
I got
eye.
a crisp in my throat.
No.
Oh no!
That's the worst.
Just those really half-assed to try and move it without being over the top.
I'm trying
hate
not to
that.
cough into the microphone.
Oh, I hate that so much. It's the worst.
Don't worry, Robbie just breathes straight into it, so it shouldn't be
Yeah, I do.
anything. I do, yeah.
So you disguise yourself as the guard, or at least in guard attire, and head down that staircase that leads into it through that smoothed out tunnel area, and you find one guard on duty at the reception area, sort of just knocked out, clearly where something has hit him on the head. Or
Is that rubble or?
not rubble, but stuff is knocked over.
Okay, cool.
So it looks he's sort of slumped on a desk. So it either looks
Can I
like
do a medicine check to see if he's still breathing?
Yeah. Make a roll.
Something's fallen off a shelf above his head and just clomped
a
in.
book
kind
has
of
gone.
thing.
Nat 20.
Okay. His breathing is very, very faint.
Okay.
His heart rate is decreased considerably, and it was difficult to find a pulse initially. So this guy, whatever it was, clearly has fucked him up.
I do my best to sort of position him in a recovery position.
Okay. On the floor specifically,
Yeah.
under anything or on anything?
I definitely want to shield him from anything falling.
Put him under the
maybe
desk.
Okay, yeah, you just sort of shove him under the desk or fetus mode.
Hits the straight through.
Kaplank!
Hog
Yeah.
tie him for no reason.
Yeah, you do your best
Draw on his
to
face.
sort of save this guy's life, whatever state it's in.
Shave his moustache off and draw a new one on.
Yeah. No reason.
The prisoners, some of them are screaming, some of them are just shouting let me out, help, all that sort of, I just don't want to be in here anymore. Some cells are deathly quiet, but there doesn't seem to be anyone about guard-wise other than the knocked out dude.
Any evidence of the explosion, any damage?
I mean, there's...
I know that things have fallen. And
Yeah, there's definitely stuff that's fallen. There's definitely dust that has been unsettled, but no
But there's
actual
not there's a
structural.
room there that wasn't there before.
No, there's no structural that you can see, because obviously this area sort of splits off in almost a H shape. I think I said it was, or maybe several sort of adjoining C shapes or N shapes or something. Just basically the idea where you've got one that goes straight ahead of you as you come in, and then a few branching paths off this way.
How are the rods looking?
They, if anything, they're bending somewhat, down, but they're definitely pointing towards the base of the megalith now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, follow, and just kind of.
So you basically follow directly along the first corridor, straight down to where you went the first time, towards where obviously Vess and Schmidt was displayed, and where Terry and I want to say Frederick was. So,
Frederick.
but yeah, you just sort of bump into the wall where it's you can't get any further
I bet
to where you
Frederick's
need
from
to be.
Bedrick.
Frederick from Bedrick.
Actually, I believe he said that he was from elsewhere and he was chased out, and then he came here and then turned the King's Guards to potted plants.
Ah, yes, of course.
Because he went to do like a little prestidigitation, like, ta-da! Like, welcome to the city, King. And then he was like, poof! Oh, fuck. Again.
Oh no.
Ah, their pot smashed. I think that means they're dead.
Was that Lola's brother?
No.
No.
Lola.
That was...
No, it was Frederick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The one who, yeah, I remember.
Or was it like Lucas?
Lucas
Was
was.
it Lucas?
She went off to find her brother in a different part of the jail
Yeah.
whilst you were talking to...
I thought
Frederick.
we spoke to him.
On the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Did we?
We spoke
No, as in while we were talking to Frederick, I remember that.
Yeah.
On the wall, is there anything different, like any different coloured stone or...
runes, maybe?
Make a perception check.
Am I going to do a Scooby-Doo and push the stone and go through? That's what I'm
I was
asking.
thinking, is there any sign of this having
Please
collapsed
let me do a
in
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem to be collapsing.
13.
Good.
I'm not
Okay.
doing a Scooby-Doo.
Take
Uh,
the stone's mask off.
You don't see anything on the wall at the end, but you can hear Terry sort of having a bit of a giggle to himself, almost.
If anyone's
like
gonna tell us anything,
a
it's
demented
Terry.
laugh and cry combined.
I think he'd be mad enough to tell us what's going on.
Terry!
I don't think he'd
Like
know.
bang on the door.
So the port is open, and you can see him sort of curled up in a ball in the corner.
Oh yeah, because there's solid metal doors.
Yeah,
isn't
like, well, they're like reinforced oak doors. I
Yeah.
think it's like really heavy, thick planks of oak with
Yeah.
a lot of iron
Like bars of
banding.
iron,
Yeah. With like a big, slider. And you see him curled up in the dark in the corner, sort of giggling to himself. But the three of you don't see him.
Oh. Like we don't see him, or we just not looking?
Looks like an empty room.
Oh, he's gone.
No, he's not. He's right there.
No, he's not.
He's right there.
He's
No.
like, oh, you can see old Freddy. Not Freddy. That's the one next door. You can see old Terry. You see me. Oh, I ain't met someone like you in quite some
I
time.
can hear him.
You can hear him.
Oh, shit.
I told you he's there.
Okay, where though?
There!
I see nothing.
I can hear him, but is he invisible? You invisible?
I check the cell next.
Yeah, you can see Freddy. Oh, actually, no, you don't see Freddy. There's no one in the cell next to him.
Oh.
Hold on.
Terry, why can I see
You can see
you?
other prisoners in other cells,
Yeah.
but Frederick's gone.
Why can I not see you? Why
Terry-
can't I see you?
But you can't see old Terry.
Blow his mind.
Terry learned a trick or two from some little friends. Down in the sewer, down where the rats live. Terry learned a trick or two.
What for?
You can see old Terry. You can't see Terry, boy. You be quiet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, he's right. I can't. Just take a step back.
I can see you though. Why can I see you?
At that point, he comes rushing up to the door, presses his face right by the hole, and drops his invisibility. And goes, "Move, boy!" Your eyes give you detect invisibility, or see invisibility,
That's cool.
for 15 feet.
That's cool.
But how does invisibility stop sound?
It doesn't.
We could hear him.
We could hear
Oh,
it.
you could hear him. Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that.
They could hear him, but that's why, like, you can hear, like, this...
Rob.
You can hear this, like, this, like, doop, 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 get louder, but you're not sure what the fuck. You're like, oh, and then Terry's face is, like, right there with, like, one tooth and an eye that is literally doing this. And,
Today sucks.
Yeah, this does suck. I don't think he knows anything, guys.
you're gonna let Terry out? I'll take you to where the rat people live.
No, I'm just gonna like poke through the hole.
You don't lay a finger on Terry, boy.
Quick, go.
I think Terry.
I'll show you
Terry
where
will show
the
us.
people
If
live.
we let him out, he's
Down
going to eat
below.
our fucking livers.
Down
He's
below.
so
Down
fine.
below.
He's
Terry hear the
telling us
noise
he's-
down below. I bet it's those rat people. I'll take you to the rat people.
He's gonna pull out our
He'll
tongues
let us go.
and chew
He
on our
won't.
hands. And
Terry.
it's gonna be awful.
No,
Terry.
no, hands taste bad. Terry don't like hands.
It's gonna be elbows then.
Terry.
Like all the gristliest, boniest bits. Just the worst possible bits to eat.
You're telling me there's something beneath the dungeon.
Oh, you think this the city? You think you've been walking in the city? No, Terry knows about the city. The rat people show him the city.
I don't want to meet the rat people.
The city beneath the city. Oh, it's a fun time right down in the deep, down in the down below.
Terry, if I let you out and you do anything bad to anyone, I will kill you.
How do we get there?
I won't do anything bad, I swear. I saw a girl do this once and it made people seem to believe it, so I'm gonna do it now.
If you do,
Inside check.
Okay.
That was Dodge's.
Did this motherfucker just brownie promise me?
Oh no. Ain't good. 9.
Seems legit. You also have seen other little girls walk around doing this and
I am
swearing
now
things to
at
each other.
ease.
Very good.
He sees that sort of like recognition of trust in your eyes and he's like, see, I told you. Terry, a good man. He's not gonna hurt nobody.
He seems to be on the level.
Terry, I swear to God, if you try and eat any of us, I will smash
Terry
your
not
skull.
a cannibal.
Why
Okay.
is Terry getting more and more Rasputin? She goes on.
Fuck.
Please don't summon another mud monster.
Wait, no, that wasn't.
That wasn't
what,
Terry.
I was gonna say.
I thought that was
Why
Terry.
did you change the Doofenshmirtz then? That wasn't Terry.
Terry the flat.
I don't know why the fuck Doofenshmirtz snuck out then, though. That was weird.
What was the name of
Roger.
the guy? Roger.
The other old white man name. Sometimes it's just funnier to have a normal white bloke name as like a
Yeah.
character name. Like, oh, this is Philip.
I'm gonna speak in Thieves' Cant and see if Terry can understand me.
He talks back in an even more obtuse sounding nonsense.
Does it look like he understands what I'm saying?
Just looks like he has a fucking clue.
Oh, okay.
In the sense of, you say it, there is no recognition,
So
and
you
then he
just-
sort of winks, and then talks bollocks. As if, you know, like the sort of tinfoil hat people that speak in tongues,
Yeah.
you know?
Stab in the dark.
Terry, I
We
will
might
kill
get a
you.
stab in the
I
dark.
will
Yeah,
skin
you
you
might.
alive and put your skin up on your old house.
What's the vote? We let them out. We let them out.
Not on your new house.
I was gonna say,
On your
roll
old
intimidation with a disadvantage.
I imagine Will is actually
will-
stalling there going, old house.
In your old house.
Okay. That was a natural 19.
Okay.
Well, that was a 5.
Oh yeah, no, he's
7.
like. Not only does he just completely ignore that as a threat, he's like, Terry never had no house. Terry live on the street.
Terry, I will blow up your street.
Terry lived with the rat people for quite some time.
Okay, I'm gonna break down the door.
Just stand back and be like, okay,
Okay, everybody out the way.
Terry's like,
Hang on, wait.
Terry gotta move.
I'm gonna show Terry my necklace
Terry don't
and
like
see if he
moving for other
reacts
people.
to it.
Okay. Not
like
really. He
moving.
sees this black
Yeah.
thing and he's like, oh, similar to the city, but not like the city beneath the city. No, different down there. And then he backs away from the doors. Backs. It's like,
I'm gonna run in and
yeah.
He's
There's
getting
definitely
a little bit of Spirit of Jazz now as well.
it is going a little bit. I'll end up fucking Revbot from Futurama now. Terry blesses you. No, but yeah, you definitely. You know when you hit something and it doesn't have any give, and you get the rattling in your hands, and then it feels like for a while that your hands are just doing this. You break the door down after a good few swings because it is heavily reinforced, but you do now have like stingy knuckles. Where
yeah.
You're just like white knuckling your hammer
kind of, like,
without wanting to.
tingly fingers.
Yeah. Terry immediately. Terry, after seeing the door like fall in, just sort of like squats Zoidberg style and tries to like run past you like this. And he's like, Terry!
I'm gonna like gently just donk him on the head, like really gently
Yeah,
as he's going past.
yeah, and
just
as
enough
he's
for
like-
him to be like, ow.
Yeah, he's squatting and you hit him and he just drops and he's like, Terry would be stupid not to try.
Does he have handcuffs on or anything?
No.
Oh.
No,
He's
he's
just in there
just-
without handcuffs.
You gotta respect the attempt, you know? Okay, tie him up.
Wait, whoa. You never said anything about no ropes. Terry don't like being tied up. Terry been in prison for quite a long time.
Okay, we won't tie you up, but as soon as you try any shit, I'm gonna let him hit you on the head with a hammer.
Not soft this time.
Can one of your little dudes,
Agreed.
like, around his hands? Something like that?
Is there any handcuffs anywhere?
I'll put the bomb on him.
The bomb!
The bomb.
The bomb.
We're gonna put the bomb on you, Terry!
So I just put.
Terry's like, as he puts his arm out and the gonk latches around, he's like, "What's a bomb?"
If you move in a way that we don't like, it's gonna blow up. And you're not gonna have a hand anymore. Or a face.
Terry might not even be Terry anymore.
Terry's just gonna be white.
Terry's gonna be mulch.
Terry like being Terry.
Okay.
Terry don't want to be no mulch. The rat people might eat the mulch. Terry don't want to be no rat man.
Oh, they will. They will. And they'll poop it out too.
Oh,
Think about that.
you know
okay?
about rat man shit?
We got him. We got
Right.
him.
Terry don't like rat man shit.
Okay, Terry.
Okay,
Lead-
Terry,
lead
so
the
now
way,
you need
Terry.
to show us where.
And then
The
he
rat
goes
man
to the door next door where he thinks Frederick is, and he opens the thing and goes, "Boom! Ah. You invisible too?"
Can you
look
see
in.
Frederick?
Can I see Frederick?
The cell's just
No.
empty, is it? And there's no sign of it being the walls being broken or anything.
There are no signs of the walls being broken, but there is, when you look in, you can see sort of like reflecting a bit better with your enhanced dark vision then, where there's definitely a reflective sticky pool in the middle of the room that looks like blood.
Oh.
Huh.
Is there a hole
I
in the
think
floor?
that was Frederick.
Was
How
Frederick,
has
or was
that
he
happened?
stolen?
How has that happened?
Is it just a pool or is there bits in there?
It looks viscous enough that it could have bits, but if anything, it just looks like a sort of congealed lake of blood. It's quite a lot.
I'm gonna like look through the gap at the ceiling.
Oh, and that like little
Yeah.
vent bit. There's definitely still a vent there. There's nothing dodgy
Terry, why
about
did
it.
you come into Frederick's?
That guy been fucking with Terry for quite some time. Terry wanted own back.
Why was he fucking with Terry?
I'm gonna break this door down.
Frederick don't like Terry.
I'm gonna run in.
Yeah.
Go for a swing.
There
Frederick
is
doesn't like Terry.
again. There's like that even more ringing. It's like God, this is gonna sting tomorrow.
Why does Frederick not like Terry?
Terry loud in the night. Terry sees some shit in the dark.
What do you see in the dark?
There are worse things below than the rat men.
Like what?
I'm sure we're gonna
Terry
find
can't
out.
even begin to put into words.
What do they look like?
Don't make Terry think about that.
Okay, don't think about the big white feet bunny.
Don't make Terry think about that. No.
Okay, we'll just set the bomb off.
He starts freaking out, and when you say
Are you
about the
seeing-
bomb,
If you break his brain, he's not
freaks
gonna
out
be able to
even
help.
more.
His brain's broken.
No, he's
Don't
like
break it further.
full blown panic to the point that he sprints as fast as he can into where Bax has broken through the door and there's like some of the metal bits, impales his head on a spike and just dies there and then freaks out, bang, like the moment he starts remembering what he saw down there, he just goes limp.
Well, he's dead.
There goes our guide.
Why'd you push him?
I was just asking.
He's dead now. I'm gonna just pull him off the spike. See? See what you've done?
I take
That like
Gonk
one
off his
sort of
wrist
like
and like,
the one loopy eye is just completely like down in the head, and as you push the head forward, it goes.
You put a bomb
It's
on
got like
him.
a full blown like physics.
He
like,
wasn't that
reference.
freaked out about the bomb. He was like,
Just
oh,
cure him.
okay, I'm gonna be good.
But also,
Cure him already.
I can't bring him back from the dead.
Why?
I can heal somebody who is still alive.
I
you
think
can
he's a
see
little
right
patch healing.
through to the brain, and as you lift him and like start puppeteering him again, like more blood comes out. The tongue starts to like lull
Drop
in the jaw.
him.
And you can straight up see the brain. And like as you go, what? And turn him round, like a bit of it just sort of like flicks out.
Gonk is still trying to pretend to be a bomb.
Oh, come on.
Even
Come on,
Gonk
buddy.
looks up and is like, brother, what is that?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna chuck him back into his cell.
Well done, Bax.
He was
You killed
free.
him.
He was free
Okay.
for the shortest time, and he
Let-
would have been happy about that when he died, probably.
Get the rods back out, we'll follow them.
I'm gonna step into Frederick's cell.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a puddle of blood on the floor.
I'm gonna tap it with the base of the
it's sticky enough that it's been there for at least a day, maybe 2 to 3 days.
Oh, cool. That's fine.
It's starting to get a bit of a whiff, and it's going like close to black than
Yeah,
brown.
it's definitely
like-
fine. It's not like they just stole all the kids and made a big bomb out of it, right?
Oh, Frederick?
Yeah, he was a wizard, right?
Did he do
Why,
that?
why would it be full of blood in here?
Thanks.
Don't be
Huh?
class racist.
Sorry.
That might not be Frederick's blood.
Hey, it's somebody's blood and he's gone now. Anyway, the explosion?
Yeah, let's...
Bax, you have such an amazing lookout on life.
Stay on target.
You know, he was here, now he's not here.
Hey, Bax.
And that's his
have
blood.
a look at the sharp metal thing pointing out of the wall.
Why, what about it?
I'm just gonna like grab the back of your head and be like, this could be really easy. Don't be so stupid, and just leave you go.
Okay, point taken.
Automatic intimidation success, where it's just like, oh wow, that really could have ended badly right there. Whoa, shit. Yeah, so you whip the dowsing rods back out, and they're definitely still pointing at the like the base of the pillar.
Okay, come on.
And I'm gonna like
Yeah.
tick down
Okay.
the hole.
So, what I will say is that after some searching through all of the separate corridors, there doesn't seem to be any structural damage to this particular subterranean lair.
Okay.
Some of the doors have clearly been destroyed from the inside out, where the moment that they smelled a moment's freedom, clearly some prisoners have
Yeah, they just...
like
Just
fucking
gone.
bolted. A lot of them are still in there. Some of them too sedated and insane to realize what's going on. Some of them terrified of what's going on because clearly they weren't supposed to be down here in the first place. They're just regular, Joes that got wrong place, wrong timed. But again, still no guards. But
Is Julie gone?
Okay, back up top.
the receptionist. Yeah, no, she's gone.
Let's
Um,
look
You
for
said we went
signs,
to the
'cause-
door, the wall, and it was through the wall, whatever it was.
Not necessarily through the wall, but the direction. So
Yeah.
if it was, you were just in like, where we are in this room. I know that the car is like that way somewhere, but I'm not going to be able to access it just by like
Okay.
physically walking
Yeah.
through the wall.
What car?
It's
Look
basically
for signs of false walls.
just an example of like Cass's car.
Yeah.
It's like-
I was like, there's a car in a dungeon. What? It's on
There
the
might be a
outside.
way, because Messenschmidt was killed by possibly something that didn't enter the dungeon from the streets.
Okay. So what are we looking
maybe
for?
False walls, loose bricks.
Okay, let's do a thorough search.
The vents were too small, you said, weren't they?
The vents are too small for a human
Yeah.
or a halfling.
What about
But
the gonk?
yeah, something
something like
like Gonk or a shape-shifted person or someone in gaseous form, anything
Yeah.
like that could come and go relatively freely.
Somebody's turned into mist, like a vampire,
Just turn into a big old fart.
and someone's managed
My
to
travel
get
form,
Frederick's.
and it just smells like eggs.
If Paprika was
It's coming to whatever.
around, I could that would be much faster. But
Hmm.
Gonk is quite slow.
I think whoever's come down here, I don't think it's a false wall. I think it's these vents somehow.
Point the rods at the vent.
You go up to the nearest vent, so if it was a case of you're facing where the explosion like happened under the pillar, you've just turned to a vent here and you've gone and they've just immediately pointed back that way, like they've just gyroscoped as well, so you're just like no.
Yeah, I don't think these are gonna point to whoever the killer is.
No, I just
I
thought
start
maybe
looking
that
for
the
anything that I can like press or pull or.
Okay,
I would
make an
like
investigation
to
check.
help with that as well.
Yeah, make it with advantage.
Are we talking like the whole dungeon?
Do you say
now?
perception or investigation?
Investigation.
We want to search like all the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 3 and a 4.
Damn.
Oh,
For a
woof.
total of 7, I think, or 8.
Okay. Well,
Investigation.
the
Ooh,
walls that
That's a 10.
Oh wow, okay. The walls you have access to that aren't directly, doors that lead into scary murder psycho prisoner rooms. You sort of all spread out and check the walls and give them a poke and a kick and a twist and a pull and God knows what else. Nothing seems to be happening. There are definitely some loose bricks in the sense of, oh, someone stored contraband behind this,
Right, yeah,
oh, that was just a really poorly, cemented brick that has now just fallen out of the wall. But this area seems, other than the vents, seems very self-contained in the sense that any brick that falls out, there's just solid subterranean rock behind it. It's like they sort of, much like obviously you came through a tunnel anyway, they've carved it out and then just put in like another
bricked it.
like a sock inside a rock shoe. So
Okay.
this does seem to be surprisingly secure to the outside, bar these
Okay, we're
fat vents.
How about
we're
we go
barking
back
up the
to
wrong tree here.
into the palace and follow the dowsing rods to see where they go.
Let's keep
'Cause there's
following them
somewhere
above
diff-
ground and see.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Okay.
someone could have come in here through a portal. We'd never be able to track that.
Mm-hmm.
Portal, it could be the vents, it could be something really small, could be somebody who's turned into a snake or a weasel, or maybe like a little woodlouse. Or
wanna
anything
see 'em.
like that.
No, keep listing them. That's great. It's just like 2 hours later, and he's like, or black. Oh. Okay, so you.
Are you gonna walk, or are we gonna? Have to take them off?
Let's go. And then I'm heading back up.
Yeah,
Following
cool.
the dozen rods.
I think as you make it back up onto the street, I'll give a little description and then probably call it there for the day. So,
Okay.
as you get back up onto the street, the guards seem to have been given some form of instruction to organise, because you were down there for a little bit of time checking those walls. So they are now sort of vetting people coming and going. The army has been rallied together, not obviously the whole army, but just to serve as extra guards for the meantime. The sort of King's Watch, then the elite palatial guards have all been assembled, or not all, but a lot of them have been assembled out at the front, where you know that the sort of guard barracks are nearby where they would stay, so they've woken them all up, got them all suited and booted and shit. Whatever is going on clearly is being taken as a threat, not an accident. The services involved to organise what's going on are very stern-faced, all heavily armed, ready to go. This is not a drill sort of vibe. You four suddenly feel very out of place. You recognise a few faces in the crowd, mostly just guards that have sort of come and gone that you've just bumped into, but also the Brothers Vile stood in the very front of the archways into the palace, because the lower floor of the palace for the most part is like all archways, but right in the centre, in the sort of centre of the gatehouse and the front of the, what do you call it, just like a palace ground, what do you call, plaza, I suppose. Courtyard, that was what. Brother, what was that? Yeah, they are now barking out commands and orders. Not even just keep the king safe, but this is how we're gonna go the rest of the week. This is how we're gonna maintain the peace while we investigate, and how we're gonna just continue on as if nothing ever happened, and how we're gonna fake it all. And this is all heard, like, obviously as you come out, they are just both shouting, and each of you can pick up just enough that if you were to collate it, you get the idea. But now, the final thing I'll say, Lilith sees it first. Actually, is the only one that sees it, technically.
Oh,
The
Mr. Blobby.
pillar, the giant pillar, Yeah, invisible Mr. Blobby with a gun.
Just smiling.
The monolith is starting to glow in colours that only you can see. And that's where we'll end it. So, thank you all for playing, everybody. Thank you all for watching at home. If you're watching live, don't forget to follow if you haven't, and perhaps drop a subscribe. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube or whatever, there are plenty of links down below to go to all of our socials and stuff. Specifically, go to our Discord and let us know what you thought of this episode and all the previous episodes, because we've now got 25 of this series as well as a couple of others, so there's plenty to talk about. There's usually one of us in it. And we shall see you next week. Bye!